Good morning, y'all, and welcome back to day 2 of Texas Showdown here out in, well, you know, Texas. Houston in particular. I'm CD Mangaka. Joining me on the microphone is Cicada.
Yeah, it's an absolute pleasure to be here. Let me tell you, I'm always excited for Dragon Ball FighterZ. We got, you know, I've come from DFW myself. I know we've had a good scene there for a long time, and seeing all these great players all across Texas and even all across the country coming in here, like Lucar from Florida, it makes me super excited to be here and see what they're going to come in with. And Dragon Ball FighterZ is always hype. I love tag team shenanigans.
Oh, it has been a shenanigan season as well. I know we're all sort of in the waiting room as it is for the upcoming patch and the rollback that Bandai Namco has announced for spring, in quotes, of this year. But, you know, we're still rocking out with the World Tour version of the patch. So at the highest levels of play, expect your fusions, expect your lab coats. But we're starting off with the brackets right here. There's a lot of freedom and creativity still to be had and celebrated. I'm hearing the players sitting down right now. Our first matchup of the day on our screen right now, over on the left-hand side, is Adolia versus Young Fool, who I got to commentate some Strive with yesterday. So hello again, Fool. So good to see you.
It'll be good. I mean, he's one of DFW's good players. He started off, he's really, you know, he started clawing his way up and he's worked through the brackets and he's definitely developed his skills a lot. Not as familiar with the other player, unfortunately, but I'm excited to see what they can bring to the table. Yeah. And you're exactly right, Will, you're saying about the teams. At the top level, you see all those lab coats fusions, but even below that, you're starting to see a lot of flexibility in that top echelon. More hits are coming out of nowhere. Beerus, you know?
Beerus, things like that, yeah. So a little bit of notes on Adolia, just because you mentioned that you didn't know too much. They are out from Katy, Texas, according to their StarGG profile. They're a Space CD beatdown regular, so shout out to that local scene. Young Fool, of course, coming out from Wiley, Texas, a no-blocking regular.
Yes. Looks like they're getting into it already.
Yeah, they're just double-checking buttons, making sure. So that's the mix-up, right? Like, is this the team that they're going to be playing today, or is this just like, yo, this is my button check team?
Exactly.
All right, like, nah, I optimize what special inputs I got to do.
Exactly.
All those things. So they're just really taking after Legendary Pred here, taking their time. There we go.
Really making sure they get all their inputs in, their charging key, the whole 9 yards.
You just got to remember sometimes how to play. I remember, like, chatting with Chris G, like, a year ago when he came out to Winter Showdown, our Colorado regional. He's like, I do button checks so I can remember how to play the game. Yeah. Because I play so many games, so I sit there and go, oh, yeah, this is, okay.
Yeah, this is how I do this. This is how I do that. Oh, yeah. No, that's huge, actually. Like, you jump around a lot, especially if you come from other tag games like Marvel, where it's a very different game, and there's a lot more shenanigans there. Getting to sit down, familiarize yourself again, figure out your assists. Okay, yeah, this is what I'm supposed to do. This is how to pressure people.
Right, and these are the teams that are locked in. I'm really liking Adolia's team. Just like from a nostalgic standpoint, Season 2, I ran Goku Blue Point, Bardock mid, Super Saiyan Goku in the back, and now it's sort of like, put UI there instead. That's what that team would look like today, I think, in this game.
And it's nice seeing Bardock. He was a staple of the Season 1 meta, and he appeared in everything. And I love seeing him always. He's such a cool character. He's got a lot of cool shenanigans in this game. And it's going to be neat to see what happens. But on the other side, you know, I like the Cooler pick, not a character you see every day.
Cooler is sort of like one of that sleeper meta pick that sort of, we had like a flavor of the month thing with him. It's like, yo, he's got this nasty J2H cross-up that's character specific, but it hits all the top tiers.
Exactly.
So we'll have to see what Young Fool has in store for us. Of course, Bardock suffered many nerfs over the years. Not the beast he used to be. We get him cornered.
Already starting off. I mean, he's in a rough situation, able to find a dash out, but unfortunately just got clipped by that Android 17. And now you get a lot of damage with the Tien assist call. It's going to put him all right back up into the air and send him right back down to earth.
Oh, little drop combo, just pushed too far, but he's still in the corner from him. Adolia caught off guard.
Those Android 17 cross-ups are just nasty.
That's a kill, Young Fool. Cooler with the anti-air, all right.
Yeah, hard tag into the Goku and trying to get the cross-up again, but finds another confirm. Young Fool's doing really well at finding little hits here, man.
And there's the level 1. The level 1 meant to kill Bardock. He comes out for Blue Goku. Doesn't really get any Oki after that one.
Yeah.
Trying to play neutral.
Seems like he just wanted to try and take some of the damage there, but, you know, unfortunately didn't get any sort of follow-up. It's hard. Nice sparking to counter the cross-up again, but you put right back into the corner. This is not the place to be.
Dot on Ray from Tien is honestly, I think, one of the better beam assists that you have in the game because it has that ideal single hit pop-up so that you get easy conversions off of it, dropping the Cooler extension. But Young Fool happy to take the damage on Adolia, finally getting their own really big hit.
Yeah, for the first time this game, Adolia able to try and set up. Nice double jump out of the corner and gets the happy birthday with the sparking, falls out. Unfortunate.
And he drops the combo as well. Just some routing errors from Young Fool. Didn't really have to worry about killing the assist with that sparking. Like, the Blue Goo's going to die. You're going to get the damage on Bardock. Now, Bardock's healed up. You spent your spark, so it's an even resource game. And you're about to lose the point war, actually.
Yikes. And that's rough. Unfortunate, the double cross-up, or the double overhead does get you at some point. You just go right into level 1 to burn it. That was a really unfortunate drop for Young Fool. But this is what happens in those 10 a.m. pools. You're tired, you just woke up, and you're on stream. It's not a fun place to be to start your day.
No, it never is. And Adolia able to start stabilizing here. Of course, if he starts to lose the healthy UI Goku, Bardock, and Goku, they've seen tons of action already. They're quite hurt. Oh, the overhead, just no blockage. And there we go. Yeah, we got the corner routing. Hit him with the punch.
He's got the optimal stuff. Adolia is definitely starting to warm up a little bit. He's starting to feel it. And now he gets another overhead to close it. He's going to be able to take this cooler out. And Young Fool is in a really rough situation with no sparking, but Tien with 7 meters can just kill people. He's got a whole stick of butter in his back pocket, so hopefully he'll be able to use it as far as he can. But
this is certainly doable. Just depends on how Young Fool's anchor play is going to be. And so far, this Blue Coup A assist with that ground bounce property is doing tons of work for Adolia. Bring him out, extension with the 2H. It's still comboed into Super Dash. Level 3, I agree. In fact, against Tien, I wouldn't even mind just going 1-1-3.
Yeah.
Just like, yo, I got a good hit. I'm doing all his damage because your health bar is also a resource for your specials. And he just dashes forward. The EX catches Young Fool, possibly trying to jump out. Like, you can't meaty me from there. Adolia says, oh, yes, I can.
And now he gets the whole combo. You're just going to be able to kill off that. And Adolia taking game 1. That is a really good start for him. Young Fool was doing a great job early in the set. He was able to find a lot of conversions, but he just kept dropping the combo. Those tournament nerves, those stream nerves. And unfortunately, Adolia did not start dropping once he got his game rolling. It was very effective play on his end.
Yeah, it sort of seemed like Young Fool just wasn't quite ready for some of the pickups. He didn't get the supers out to kill Bardock early on, and he had a happy birthday on a character that was nearly dead. It's just finish the combo, you'll get the damage. You don't have to worry about killing the assist, but he overcommitted with the spark, lost that resource, and now Adolia starting off in complete control, riding that momentum into game 2. Doing a little Oki timing setup. I love the use of UIB there to cover any sort of wake-up mash on the delay tech.
And it was a really good call. Ended up working out. He caught him. He wasn't able to get the extension, but finds another one on the cooler and the hard tag, trying to save his Android 17 from some damage. But now you're going to have to hold all this in that overhead. Gonna do some damage. Already both of them just trying to play. I love the assist call for the barriers. Just trying to make it hard for Adolia to get in, but it doesn't matter. He's still finding these little gaps in the pressure and the block strings to open him up. Hard knockdown and tries to overhead, but Young Fool jumping back up, not going to fall for anything like that.
Moving for the next blow. I like the stagger. There's that super delayed DP. Young Fool has the corner now, able to jail him out. 6M will connect on the overhead. Finally, we're getting a little bit of back and forth between these two, but again, Young Fool, the health bar is not looking so hot. Drops the combo extension. That's so tricky to do with Cooler sometimes, just because you get the awkward slide knockdown timing.
Like, his big body and the awkward timing makes it really difficult to get that assist call just right so you can get the...
Oh, he's trying to fish.
Oh, the DP again, finding a gap.
If he was able to 2H there, that was a dead Bardock, but still, he did get the anti-air option, finds the next blow, level 1, send him down, plant me.
And doesn't even have to do anything so special, just burns a double level 1s, just gets the character dead. Young Fool for a lead in the first time in this set with that character advantage. Both characters still have sparking, so if Adolia finds a hit, he could do a lot because the health pools are not favoring Young Fool right now.
Goes for the cross-up, and again, Adolia's trying to whiff punish it with the super dash, but Young Fool has so much time to react. Press that heavy button, get the barrier route, and that little green shield of don't touch this.
Yeah, exactly. And he's doing a great job, too. Adolia's adaptation, he doesn't want to do...
That could have been 2H. You had the play. It's all good.
He had the call-out. He just didn't commit fully, trying to find that routing. Adolia's made great adaptations right now, getting this pressure in the corner, tries to cross up, but Young Fool is blocking everything. Great defensive game right now. Even through the assist text, the Dragon Rush, Young Fool is cooking right now and gets the assist.
There is that DN, a call again. Young Fool now getting a full bombo style on him.
taking him all the way up and down, back into the corner, and goes for the hard knockdown, trying to get the overhead. Nice spark to get out of the corner. Adolia really does not want to play with these cross-ups, but finds double light.
We don't respect the super dash property. They are at an advantage when you block that one. We were mashing an anti-air probably. Oh yeah, I can't do that there. Get tapped in the dome again. That is the power of Spock.
Yeah, getting those triple overheads when you least expect it, making it so hard to do anything about. And now Young Fool's going to lose his cooler. He has to go in Tien, but he's got that level 3 sparking. He's got 4.5 bars of meter on him. He can definitely make this comeback. He just got to find a big hit. Ooh, avoids a lot of damage and gets the beam. This is going to be a pretty good combo.
Take him on down. We don't go for the hard knockdown. We're looking for UI wake-up options. Adolia really tried to contest with that UI 5L. And look at that. Young Fool just waiting. It's like, are you going to level 3? Are you going to counter super level 1? Are you going to unrestrained will? You're going to die with restraints on you now.
Yeah, I mean, it's so good for Young Fool, too, because he didn't have to burn sparking at all. He only used 1 bar of meter. He's in a great position to find a clip.
Welcome to Todd City, is what I would say.
Oh, gets the beam. Yeah, he doesn't have to approach at all.
One more blow. Overhead.
There you go. The little crouching. Look at him tapping himself in the face. He was like, man, I should have been able to get that, but
he had the sparking. He had 1 less character to fight as compared to the first game. So Young Fool, a lot more comfortable situation. Started to warm themselves up. Both players now tied up in the set count. We're seeing Adolia taking it back to character select.
Yeah, I like it, even if it's just for a little bit of a mental break. Like, if you're going to pick another character, that's great. But otherwise, if you're just doing it for the mental reset to take a little breath to yourself and think, okay, what am I doing wrong here? He did a great adaptation already, that Android 17 cross-up. To stop dealing with it, he just jumped out of it. Super dash to punish it. Like, that's a great but small adaptation. And now it looks like he's switching to the Android 21. And it's pretty good so far.
And Gogeta Blue. So he's strictly upgrading, like, his characters, I would say. Bluku to Gogeta Blue is, like, okay, debatable upgrade of sorts, but the one thing I was noticing from Adolia is that there weren't really any Bluku loops going on. The shoulder loops in the corner, those high damage routes that you see a player like Nitro really flex with. We weren't seeing that from Adolia, so I feel like if it's the character that you haven't learned those routes yet and you're a little more comfortable with Gogeta Blue, or at least some of Gogeta Blue's routes can be easier, he's got tricky re-jumps. But if you're going for the bread and butter corner routes, those are going to be pretty straightforward to do. So we'll see how this one goes. Young Fool pressing everybody's favorite system mechanic.
Super dash, getting him up in the air with a good air-to-air, and he gets the Tien pickup, going for that 2H in the air, just putting him back up, and it's going to knock him back down to earth.
Oh, you're not teching out of the combo. You got to be holding light, medium, or heavy. If you're touching that key blast at all, then it's not going to work out so well.
Yeah,
short Gogeta Blue route. The assist call, tries to get the pickup. Not working out for him, and in the scramble, Young Fool's looking like he's getting a little better handle on the eggs.
Oh, mistimed the Vegeta pick, or the Tien pick up, and unfortunately now you got to hold this sparking pressure, and you finally get clipped. Good job by Adolia. Just Young Fool not respecting what he's able to do, especially with the sparking. You got to give him so much respect and room, and unfortunately just not doing it, and you're going to lose a character for that.
Goes on down. He got hit at the ankles by that point-blank 2M, so he's thinking some overhead was coming, possibly trying to mash reflect to deal with a Rekka gap. And no gap given. You're caught standing up, and now you're down a character.
It's a rough place to be, but he's still got sparking. And
I thought he was going to get whip punished.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he was going to get whip punished, but Young Fool still safe from the terror of the left arm of the Forbidden One.
Oh, it gets clipped again.
And Gogeta B assist. The fact that Adolia is playing that assist is low-key kind of hype. That assist is a bit bonkers.
Exactly.
Everybody kind of plays that Gogeta A for that neutral, like full screen play, but Gogeta B has some nasty hits done to it. And of course, being a DP assist.
Ooh, nice job. He's been great. Yo, Young Fool's been great with his DPs. I haven't seen him whip one yet, yo.
He just had a 2H. He just had a Dulce Ache.
Exactly.
Possibly get the punish, but Cooler might be a little bit stubby in terms of verticality. Goes for the counter. Oh, the assist.
Oh, Young Fool cooking up a storm right now. Putting him down in the corner. Adolia's got a lot of blue health, so I know he's going to be trying to look for a position to switch. Yeah, gets that guard cancel, and he's going to get right out of there.
Young Fool not staggering, flying into the JH that Adolia had just sent. And once again, Young Fool is staring down a full squad. He's got sparking Tien, and if he gets a touch on this Gogeta Blue, he could kill Gogeta Blue and get UI snapped in before all that blue life comes back. But Adolia slowing down the tempo again, taking the combo, bring him down. Level 3, I like it, I agree.
Yeah, just going to get those loops set up, and you want to get the damage while you can, especially if it's this last character. It doesn't matter. Give yourself one chance to get a mix-up, because Young Fool's either going to have to spark here, and he baits it out but doesn't get the punish.
No, and you saw Young Fool pressing 2L, 2L.
Yeah. Super smart, and finally
big
gets
jump
clipped.
in now. He should be able to kill this Gogeta blue.
Yeah, not even worth sparking in the UI because he's gained so much of that blue health back. You might as well just kill the character and take your mix on the next chance. Burns only 2 bars a meter. Great position for Young Fool to be in, but you've got 2 full health characters that you're staring down the barrel of, and you got a lot of work to do before you can get there.
18 seconds left on the sparking about. We saw Young Fool trying to open up with the armored low, but Adolia just jumping away to disengage. Try to vanish out. Young Fool able to get a medium starter with punish.
And now he's
send
just
it.
gonna burn it, yeah. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Oh.
He realized he wasn't going to kill.
Yeah.
No!
Oh,
you got
fell
the layer
for it.
1, and then layer 2 happened.
End of the tag.
You had to wait or 2H it. You had to anti-air that one.
On the plus side, if he's able to get a hard knockdown here. Oh, but he gets clipped by the 2L. Great job by Adolia managing to close it out. Young Fool feels it a little bit. Because even though, you know, he was definitely down in that situation, it wasn't the end of the world, because if you could take out that Android 21, the UI had no health. There was no chance, you know, you lose one interaction, it's over. No complicated combos. You can just bread and butter mash it.
Not that Tien has too many complicated combos.
Yeah.
There's a few things you can do. There's like a
Yeah.
5L link off of 5H in the corner that you can do. Of course, going into the volleyball fist routing as well adds a lot of damage to your kit as well. But good stuff from both players.
Absolutely.
Way to start off our day, my friends, with some exciting Dragon Ball FighterZ action here at Texas Showdown. I saw a little notification on my phone. Like, I'd see the camera, and let me tell you, I am so happy to be commentating one of my good friends out here, Shadow King, the artist formerly known as Omega Raptor, the artist formerly known as Mr. 1-2. One of my homies back from Colorado. He lives out in Kansas right now, so he's part of the Wichita and Hutchinson crew these days. He's going to be pulling on up here. Hasn't really been able to play a lot of Dragon Ball. The Kansas scene is sort of dwindled out there as it has been currently, but I think that once we get that rollback netcode, I think there might be a lot of these scenes that are sort of isolated within the United States.
Oh, yeah.
Flourish and grow, be able to participate in more online events with better connections. Still, like I ran sets with him. It's like, wake up, remember this game. Remember who you are, Simba.
Slapped him awake, exactly. Get the smelling salts under him. Just, come on.
Effectively so, effectively so. His opponent, though, is one who I've had to write down some notes, rocking a very stylish Evo hat, which y'all will see in a moment. Again, I'm cheating. I'm looking off of like the production screens. I am the all-seeing eye.
Yes.
This is what it means to be Kami. There he is, Shadow King, my boy. Up on stream. First game of the day. Don't make us look bad. Actually, make yourself. You know, don't make yourself look bad, Brian.
Exactly.
Please.
Yeah.
You know what's also messed up too is that in this pool. So this is pool A2 that we're looking at right now. In this pool, there is 2 of my friends and Jake Ryan.
Yeah.
And we're all rooming together. I'm like, half of our room is in this pool. That's jacked up. That's a little messed up.
That's just how it is, especially these tournaments. Without the biggest brackets in the world, fortunately, you get those bad sort of situations. But hey, well, you get to talk a lot of smack when you get back to the hotel room later that night.
You get to break things down, all that stuff. For Monker, the only data on him is that his StarGG profile said he's from San Antonio, so that we got Texas local up here. Doesn't have any other tournaments on that account, so could be the first time out at a tournament. Could just be the first time at a regional or playing in a tournament that uses StarGG. After all, there are some other platforms that some people still use. Believe there should be button check. Let's players, yeah. Oh yeah, auto combo.
Yeah, nobody just whiffs standing lights at the start of the game in Dragon Ball FighterZ, right?
I mean, it depends on what character you're playing. Gogeta for auto combo team. Gohan auto combo. That's a 5LL. That's a square button
society. That's a 5L the
character.
Yeah. And already, I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe you can confirm this. Does Shadow King play this Kid Buu Super
no, the team that you see is one of the 2 teams he has.
Really? Okay.
So he would play either Majin Buu or Fat Buu. My man.
I thought they were going to.
I thought they were going to.
Gentlemen's the melty. You know? Really make this FighterZ tournament wacky here.
Right. I thought they were going to disconnect Bluetooth controllers, but no. So this is the team that Shadow King plays. He's been a Z Broly main ever since the character dropped through the season 1, where he's a bit in a rough situation with the fuzzies that existed, so the balancing that he needed. But then, became a menace and a monster in season 3. Got shot in the 2M.
Yeah.
At the last patch. Very random, very weird.
Died so that he could try and live.
I guess.
Unfortunately, it was a pretty painful death to have, man.
So.
And hopefully this next patch, we get some more improvements for characters like him, get a little bit up there. Hopefully Trunks gets some stuff as well. But
everyone has a list of characters they want buffs, and I'm happy about that one. I'm hoping that we get meaningful buffs, a couple of good smart nerfs.
Yeah. And speaking of Trunks, I really like Monker's team. He's got Goku, Trunks, and
Gohan. Yeah, almost like my first point team.
Yeah,
Catches him with the low. Here we go. Bombos. Ah, he drops it.
Oh, wow.
But Monker, because they're relying on the auto combo mashing for their conversions, they're not able to get these higher end hits.
Yeah.
And the block string pressure as well, a little bit short.
Yeah, nothing super complex there. Nice dash behind.
Oh,
Gets
man.
the grab. Wow.
All right, yeah, no, Shadow King a little caught off guard, like probably not expecting it. Didn't really need to burn all this EX meter, not really getting any of the smash properties out. Shadow King able to escape.
Oh,
a second DR, one. Brian, I need you to wake up, my boy.
This is one. This is the.
Oh, it drops.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Tag. Get him out, get him out, get him out is what I would say. I'm going to be hella biased right here. I feel like Shadow King just doesn't have the control over the situation. Monker able to kind of wiggle and mash out through here. There we go. And air play.
He vanishes now. He's got the super baby loops, which is at least something. Gets a hard knockdown, and you're going to have to hold these projectiles both sides.
Oh my gosh, the auto combo. He's able to dodge the vanish.
Yeah.
A little bit of a cursed interaction pickup, and he's just sort of waiting and looking for things. Take the turn back. 2M. This is a medium starter. One loop.
This is going to be pretty good. He's got a lot of damage, and I think with all the meter he's been building up, definitely he's going to be able to kill the closest character out. Which
keeps it simple as well. Level 1, level 3. Give us all a present. Dragon Ball FighterZ in the morning at Texas Showdown 2023. My favorite gift. Who's pressing the button? It's in between. It's in the middle.
Yeah, still a little bit switch, but they're still going to just play it out. I like the protagonist team on the right from Monker, trying to find something with this Trunks, but unfortunately, you just got to hold all this pressure from Broly. Nice blocking the vanish, and gets the grab.
One throw. No vanish to extend off of the medium throw that he connected.
Yeah. Going to keep these projectiles and these key blasts going, make it hard for Trunks to get in, but Super Dash will beat that. Going to get some pressure going, but they keep trading back and forth. Monker does not have the block strings, and Shadow King is finding these pressures.
And no tech on the combo, let me tell you. Expect Shadow King to get Blue Beat combo just like this. He goes for a little soft reset.
Yeah.
Just brings him down to the ground with no knockdown, able to catch him mashing.
Monker, it seems like, you know, Shadow King was a bit thrown off on that first character with Monker's aggression and those Dragon Rushes that we really didn't expect. But now Shadow King's definitely being able to play the game his way. Again, gets a Dragon Rush. Like I was saying, it's that randomness, what you don't expect from tick throws in this game.
The assault and battery on display. Absolutely brutal. Team villain so far. Got a leg up on Team Heroes.
Yeah.
Spin on him. Goes for a reset.
Oh, and gets him while he's trying to Dragon Rush, and this will just be a dead character. Shadow King should just be able to take this game without thinking too hard about it. Yeah.
Make a statement? Make a statement.
The black
He's like, level 3, level 3. That's what Shadow King does. He's like, level 1 will kill, I better level 3.
I might as well do, yeah, level 1 will kill, I might as well.
Make a statement. That's what he says.
Exactly.
When he does that. That's what's in his head right now. Shadow King takes game 1. He's like, all right, we got warmed up. Monker, though, identifying a bit of an Achilles heel with those Dragon Rushes.
Yes.
No tech so far from Shadow King. But I feel like it's just Shadow King doesn't know what to expect from Monker, so he's having a hard time identifying what he needs to be looking for. Good up tech to escape. Again, we saw Monker go for that GR. He's like, hold up, this guy can't tech a throw. I got him.
Oh, nice.
Match out. Tries to take the turn back, but now we're seeing Monker do the special cancel after the auto combo.
Yeah. Oh, nice super dash to find a hit. But this is kind of where Monker's in a row. What?
Blue beat combo. I told you it was going to happen to Shadow King. I told you. I don't know what it is with this man. He just cannot tech out of a combo. I'm like, Brian, hold the button.
Yeah, Monker, great awareness on that Dragon Rush, by the way, jumping out of it, but finding another clip, and he's putting it back into the corner, but it drops again.
Oh, lordy. Super dash into DR. It's a wild one. 6M. We'll combo the overhead. 2M.
Get stump damage going while he sets up this combo, putting it back into the corner. And this is looking good so far. This game has been a lot of 10 a.m. interactions so far.
Very true. And like another blue beat. Another blue beat. I see that Shadow King has infected his opponent with his own disease. Cross up the same side. Nice block by Monker.
Now tagging hard into that Goku. Now Goku's going to get clipped and put right back into the corner. Team Protagonist is not looking too good in this episode as they're getting put back into the corner. Shadow King just keeping these loops going, doing a lot of damage in the process, and going to go ahead and level 3. No blue combo this time. Gets it true the whole way down.
All right, he went same side overhead. Cross up this time works.
Nice.
He's like, all right, you were ready for that side, so I'm just going to mix it up now. Dropping his combo, however. The key blast and then kid. The key blast and then the kid.
He's unfortunate. Monker's having a hard time on defense here and is unable to really find anything. And it's offensive pressure. Now he's getting some stuff going with Trunks, but had to give it up pretty quickly. And that assist is going to get the hit, bringing him all the way back in the corner. Shadow King looking in firm control of this matchup.
Once he's getting these familiar hits and getting himself into situations that he can muscle memory his way through, Shadow King's comfort is shining through in this game. that's sort of the thing. He hasn't been able to play and grind the game, so he's just not used to some of the neutral, wild scrambles that can occur. So when you go off the beaten path, he's out of his element, but he's like, oh, I got this hit. Okay, I now know what to do.
Exactly. And right now, again, finding these great little hits from this kid Boo. Currently hasn't needed to burn Sparking the whole time, and he gets a hard knockdown trying to set him up in the corner. Monker has the Sparking, has to burn it at some point. Nice Vanish to get some damage, just Dragon Rushing on the ground. He's just trying to be aggressive, but he's not able to find his mark on any of these.
Yeah, Shadow King identifying that Monker's Vanish was high in the air, so he was actually negative, tried to take his turn back. Short little hits, quick super dash to connect. Dropping the combo though after the EX.
The Falling Light will get you a good amount of damage, but drops the combos. Monker, he's playing with that tournament stress. He had,
the final overhead comes through. Shadow King in a wonderfully early morning set.
Yeah.
That's the adjective. It's the early morning set. Exactly. Able to close it out, take it 2-0 over Monker. That was some exciting Dragon Ball, just something to sort of appreciate and explore. But the villains win this time. It's going to have to be the sequel movie for the heroes to make the comeback, go on the training arc, hit up that hyperbolic time chamber.
Get stuff going.
Shouts to Monker, turning on up, possibly one of their first events like ever. It's kind of cool in a way to be able to look back and to go, yo, they put me on stream. I got some attention. You know, I'm just me. I'm just a little
and it can be a little bit nerve-wracking, but like it takes a big man to come into the FGC and try out, and especially if you're put on that tournament stream first thing in the morning. It's nerve-wracking, but just showing up, just being here, just supporting these events and just playing these games, that's a huge step in the improvement process. And if you keep doing it, you're going to get to the top level at some point.
And like, who knows? Like, you can look back on the VODs and be like, I played like that, and like, wow, look how far I've come from. Like now, that's sort of the exciting thing when you have like the recorded history and the footage there. So good stuff to both of the players. We got our next match coming up right now, my friends. Going back to the Pool E1, it is McBenedict and Mergurine. McBenedict, no stranger to us. He's out from Dallas, Texas. He's a top 4 DBFZ player at no blocking.
Yes, so he's infamous, known in the scene. He ran the tournaments for a long, long time until eventually stepping down. I mean, he's a great Dragon Ball player that's been around for a very long time and started the scene in DFW, really, especially after the pandemic. Sheesh.
Meanwhile, Mergurine, I'm trying to locate their notes. Was this someone who got moved? No, I got him right here. They're out from, if I got this right, Humble Honduras.
Oh,
actually, that's the only information I was able to find on the Start GG account. There's McBenedict themselves.
With the TNS headset on, already chilling. Should be an interesting matchup. McBee, of course, a longtime Broly player, so I'm excited to see. I love watching this character in here. Yeah, a little bit more.
A little bit more Z Broly, a character that you don't really just see at all these days after, of course, the nerfs to him, the buffs and the fusion characters, and some of the match. Well, the existence of Labcoat.
Yeah.
She's very much a meta warping character where her toolkit is so predatory towards what other characters want to do that it's someone that validates them. You want to keep last zone? That's just cute. Baby.
It makes it hard. Beams the whole 9 yards. It's difficult to deal with. And it looks like if this team is accurate coming out from our man Mergurine, he's playing Android.
The 42, 42 Vegito.
42 blue, baby.
Sick. I like it.
It's nice to see. And I know that's not really McBenedict's normal team on the left, so it looks like it's just going to be a casual button check here.
I feel like everyone's sort of just double checking out the buttons, making sure they saw what fuss I made. That was PC, guys. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Already starting off. This looks a bit more like normal Dragon Ball FighterZ neutral, even though I know they're just button checking. The instant backdash is around start.
A gentleman's neutral.
Exactly. Gentleman's neutral.
Exquisite form of the backdash.
They stand in a line from each other. Fire
lining up like those old medieval, not even medieval, like those old
colonial era,
colonial era wars. You know, like, all right, your guys will fire, we'll fire at the same time. Next row, step up. Hope the bullet's hit.
So it cracks me up because sometimes you see people in the FGG, especially back in the days, they really used to treat it like it was an honorable gentleman's duel. Like, you threw me too many times, you dishonorable. Like,
it's like, why didn't you check, man? Like, you have an answer. You ever thought about that? And Benedict, the TO in him, coming on out like, hold up, we got to set the match count. I forgot to do the match count. I want to do that. I want to get the stars right.
Exactly.
You know, so I'm holding up the 2 finger.
Oh, wait a second.
Filthy dub enjoyer. Absolute baboon. One of them disconnected their pad too. That's great.
I gotta love it though. He knows what he wants. He's sticking with it.
Knows what he wants. We're gonna be fighting over this one. Y'all out here in Texas. I remember there was one time where I switched up my console at home back to English, and I had my friend Johan P. Shouts to you, bud. He's a gentleman from I'm gonna mess it up. I want to say somewhere in South Africa.
Yeah.
And So he'll talk and he'll have that accent with him. And, you know, we played this set. We get up. First thing he says, I'm like, that was in English. It was so fun. There's a word there I censored. But there's a word there that I censored.
For your ears at home, he cut out part of the sentence, but, you know. Worked out perfectly fine. I really like the 42 blue team versus, of course, the Vegeta Broly Ultra Instinct.
Point Vegeta. This is point Super Saiyan Vegeta. So McBenedict, we saw a player, our Jake Ryan and my roommates saw someone playing point Super Saiyan Vegeta. It's McBenedict. this English dub enjoying having.
Hey, but that English dub Vegeta is
Christopher
legit.
Sabat's Vegeta has grown into something spectacular. The one thing I will give the dub credit for in this game is that half of the cast isn't one character. Masako Nozawa does a fantastic job voicing all of the Goku and the Goku lineages. She has the nuances of that performance, but it's nice to have the variety of a cast with a cast.
Exactly. Already nice. Mergurine getting a hit. He's going to just start up that Gatling pressure, but you get the sparking. McBee just doesn't want to deal with it. Both of them burning sparking immediately, just trying to keep this advantage going. And right now, you're going to have to hold all this pressure from this Vegeta. Overheads, high lows. What's going to be next? I think an overhead. Yep.
TR, yeah. That's one of the things about Super Saiyan Vegeta these days is that this might be the worst character in the game. Nice DP, though, from McBenedict to test the negative frames. But just because Super Saiyan Vegeta really only threatens the system mechanics at you. 6M, Dragon Rush, and so far Mergurine is showing that, listen, you're not going to open me up with this character.
Yeah.
Oh, but the tag gets completely sniped as McBenedict trying to chase the point Labcoat.
Yeah, not going to get too much off it. Doesn't have meter, but it's just going to try and get the reset. Goes for an overhead. Unfortunately, nice reflect by Mergurine, finding with those big, long, medium normals of Vegito. This is going to be a rough situation to be. Throws him back to the ground, and you got 4 bars of meter if you find another hit.
One reflect is able to save McBenedict from the pressure. Super Saiyan Vegeta a little worse for wears.
Oh, and gets it with that jumping special.
I like it, keeping her short as well. Immediately into super.
Doesn't need to work too hard. If you've got the meter and you're that low, just close it out. Don't think too much about it, and you still got a good amount of meter. McBee's going to have to do a lot of work to get back into this. Nice reflect, Mergurine.
Both sides showcasing that defensive option incredibly well, and McBenedict not able to call it out. Super Saiyan Vegeta's normals, a little too stubby. Committed to the tick throw with Super Broly. Got pushed back, so it whipped.
Level 3, and now you're going to have to hold the mix. Gets the sparking, going to cross. Nope, goes for the over.
I think he missed. Mergurine might have missed their jump input there. I'm not entirely sure what happened. But either way, McBenedict, Super Broly gets to play a little more.
Oh, he gets
here
a
we
clip.
go. Welcome to the show, my friends. I hope you like movies. You're watching one.
Exactly. Into the ball loops, tags in the UI Goku. It's just going to put him back down in the corner. Now you got to hold whatever the mix is. Wow, it just goes mid.
And just restaggers back into low. Mergurine thought that, all right, the lows are done. I can start blocking overhead. Don't have to worry about that, but did not anticipate the stagger. That's why you got to stay crouching, because staggers and frame traps in Dragon Ball FighterZ are some of the more potent offensive options that you can demonstrate.
It's a very, very solid. And hopefully you're going to see that with Labcoat 21 again. Those medium staggers are huge for that character, so you can get it started. But right now, McBee doing a great job with that assist call to get the pressure, and calls out the reflect, but the double vanish. Good job by Mergurine finding the hit. Keeping out of that.
That's going to be a no for Mergurine to take down, right? Oh, catch him.
Oh, wow.
4-frame reversal.
Huge call out by McBee, finding a great hit, and this is going to be a great position to be in. Nice reflect by Mergurine. He's been on point with those reflects this whole match. Just being able to find the perfect gaps, and now he's getting his own pressure. McBee super dashing back and trying to keep it going with those big, strong mediums of Android. Got to put you right back into the corner and get a whole setup in the air.
Tech forward, I like it, just to escape the soft reset there. Oh, and the stolen Kamehameha, better than the OG itself. Mergurine getting the hit. Another air Kamehameha for themselves. Super dash to chase, able to barely navigate. Both sides really flexing that system mechanic in these scramble situations. Neither of them really pulling back, trying to pull it out with an air-to-air or 2H. But when you get in the moment and you get heated, it's time to throw down.
Exactly.
It's time to play.
He burns off the shirt. He's going in.
Give me that Johnny Young Boss. Scream, fam. Try to throw again, but Mergurine is not having any of it.
Yeah, that classic Android IAD medium out. Good pressure, and you get the restagger. McBee doesn't try and challenge, so you get some more pressure back. But the super dash in this will close out the character. McBee in a comfortable position, no sparking on either side. Got 3 bars of meter on Labcoat, though. You can definitely get the kill off of one touch.
And
the beam into the
I was going to say, this is an even game, and now Mergurine's going to have the advantage.
Yeah, that beam is such a strong move in this game. Controls so much space into the vanish. You get the confirm level 1. Now, McBee's going to have 3 bars of meter, but he's going to have some work to do to even up this matchup. He's got to get a couple of touches to get the win. And Mergurine's pretty close to closing it out here.
Oh, did not have the combo to finish it all the way through, but the overhead 6 heavy.
Yeah, that not quite universal. The 6M's going to be universal, but still a lot of damage there. Put him back into the corner, and this should just be a dead character with that level 3. Even if it's not, you have Oki, and it's just a terrible place to be.
But it's done. It's done. Sayonara. Villains win this round.
Strikes
once again, the terror of Season 3, UI Goku falling to the queen of Season 4? We never really called it a Season 4 officially, right?
I call it the $5.99 season. However much that character costs, you're getting those wins either way. And
you too can qualify for your local top 8 for the low price of $5.99.
Yeah, gets the 2H. That's a huge
I love
hit.
those J2L extensions. Those look so sick on Super Saiyan Vegeta. McBenedict chasing that, and there is that buff to the EX rocket kick move. You are in hit stun for a million years. Burns another bar on the EX. Don't think the combo was that scaled. Nice meaty. That's not a DP that you're mashing. That is an anti-air frame 1. Hold this grounded button. McBenedict off to a huge start, eliminating Labcoat. That is a massive boom.
Exactly. With a character like that, going against her at the end of the game becomes scarier and scarier, and he just found 3 great touches and already starting off good against Mergurine on this Android 21. Going to put her right back up in the air, knock her all the way back down, just going to look for another Oki. Doesn't get the overhead, and now good reflect out, but the vanish. Again, Mergurine's calling out those vanishes to try and punish.
He's able to react, but they're trying to also, like, whiff punish on the reflect, right? But because you're able to whiff cancel into vanish, that creates a whole extra situation. And I think if Mergurine realized that McBenedict is reacting to these situations with vanish, I can just wait for the vanish. That caught, and McBenedict is going to DP on that one. I think that was medium DP, or was it light DP? We'll know after we see the health bar. Yeah, it was medium. It was medium. So all blue life, Mergurine can regenerate all that with a sparking by tagging out Vegito. You got a couple options. No anti-air on the tagging, but that was a hard one to see.
And this is a rough situation to be in the corner stuck, but I mean, UI Goku's got a lot of shenanigans to find his way out of these block strings. Let's see what McBenedict throws out. Currently just blocking, tries to reflect, mistimes it, but no punish. Just instead gonna have to hold this.
And this time, McBenedict just waits. Mergurine is dash blocking, looking for that frame 4 reversal out from UI Goku. Drop combo from McBenedict.
Rough place to be. McBee did a great job.
There it is. Finally waits out that whiff, cancel, vanish. Brings him down, vanish to extend. This was a 2H starter, so this is unscaled. Plenty of damage to enjoy. And now we get a little bit of Okizumi right here. Certainly a shell of what he used to be, or Ghost rather. Oh, and he messed up. And Rising Heat actually working and used in a match ever since it got changed to an anti-air and not a DP.
And now you got the ball game in the corner, setting it up. Burning the meter, just going to do a ton of damage, and you get Oki afterwards. McBee in a comfortable position.
Let's do 1-2M and then throw. I swear it'll hit. 2S. Going for a block string instead. They clash, which is actually good for McBenedict since Mergurine isn't sparking.
Yeah, you really don't want to be up close and have to hold that. Great assist called the cross up with the assist. You had to block the whole thing, and now you just get pressured for free. This is a terrible time to be in sparking as you just get comboed and burned that time.
And you fell out of the combo tech down into the ball. You got to be aware of which way you are falling in the combo routes to find the optimal way to escape it. Mergurine sparking is expiring. Finally, McBenedict lands the Super Broly throw. Johnny Young Bosch hit him with that. Pull that devil trigger.
It looks like this is going to just be a clean game. He doesn't have the meter to finish it out, but the nice tech forward to get out of the corner. And now Mergurine's got a lot of work to do here. It's certainly not going to be an easy road, but if he finds some good hits, he can make it happen. These long-range normals from Vegito, but these stomps are just going to force him to hold it all.
McBenedict finally doing some reflect-proof strings. Look at that, into the 5M. That is a long normal, long for man.
Ooh, stomping him into the ground and closing out this round. McBenedict getting the second game, a great start for him. This is good. We're even going into game 3 with some exciting Dragon Ball FighterZ action.
Back and forth between these two. McBenedict not dropping a single character in that game 2. Crucially going up against a strong team in this meta with the double Android 21 Vegito squad. And this man is just set up with a Super Saiyan Vegeta up front. This is kind of crazy.
Yeah. It's a good situation to be in. Vegeta's, you know, McBee's found a lot of good situations there, and he played some really good defense. He wasn't pressing any buttons, just taking those universal overheads, because they don't really lead into much. And now you're getting pushed into the corner, though, to start this round, and now you're going to have to hold all this pressure. There's the 6M, that universal, and just going to set up. Yeah, assist call to make it safe, looking for a button press, but McBee didn't fall for it, sparking to get out of the corner, and now he's going to have to try and find a combo to make this worth. He finds the hit, but not able to confirm. A lot of good damage coming out, and you're just going to have to hold this pressure.
Pressure is looking pretty good so far. Sparking out from Mergurine, and now McBenedict doesn't have his spark. Oh, we're just barely missing these pickups off of the Vegito A assist.
Yeah, nice rocket kick to get out of the corner for McB. Both of them using sparking so aggressively to just stay out of each other's pressure. But Mergurine finally finding this first hit, going to get the knockdown to the ground. You're going to have to hold whatever this is. 6M reflected. Good call by McB.
Oh, but there we go. No pickup on that spin. 6M reset. Not able to have a pickup for it. 6H overhead will catch the Super Saiyan Vegeta in his Widow's Peak.
Yeah, lots of good damage here, and you're just going to be able to confirm this out. Gets to level 1, and you don't have to think too hard. Still got 3 bars a meter. Mergurine in a really good situation. Neither of them have sparking. Mergurine working on a perfect so far. McB can start. Oh, the barrier round start. I like it to call out the assist options, finding the overhead.
Oh, but this is a big medium starter. And it's Super Broly as well, my friends. McBenedict can push this combo incredibly far. Gonna go for the soft reset. Tries to chase a tech up. Mergurine techs downward. That is one of the weaknesses of Super Broly, is that all of your options for a knockdown are metered. McBenedict chose to not spend the level 3, get the 15% attack power up and a hard knockdown to force a mix-up. Instead, try to play a little bit of a chase game, and it now is on the receiving end of some Okizeme. Great block on the cross-up. The 6M lands.
Flex it out, just trying to stay out of the corner, but you get put right back in it with the assist calls into the other Labcoat assist. You're gonna get put right back down. And McBenedict on the last character, this UI Goku with 6 bars a meter. It's not an impossible situation, but certainly not an easy one, but finds a happy birthday. Unfortunately, it falls out, but still, that could have been a huge situation for
UI
McB.
Goku happy birthday routes are so tricky just because his 5LL, as great of an auto combo as it is not happy birthday friendly. That's what got the combo started for McBenedict. Now, he's going to get this level 3 knockdown, goes to the Vantage play, and a beautiful point-blank Dragon Rush.
Great call out. The first time we'd seen McBenedict do that in the Oki so far, and that's a really good situation to be. That's when you got to break out those new tools, is when you're in this downhill situation. But finding the first kill and still got complete health on his character, this is a great place to be going into this. You're still down, but not losing any health means you can take a couple of interactions without just dying for it.
Super dash can be checked. We're looking for throws. Jail into Vanish. He jumps back. Mergurine not scouting out these super dashes. McBenedict kind of has a rhythm with it so far. Goes for the throw. We're point blank in the corner. That means there is a solo extension. Goes for the easy one. 2M 5H is slightly more optimal, but 5LL works every time. And the most optimal combo is the one that doesn't drop.
Yeah,
Kill him. Plus frames. Catch him at the ankles.
Frame Putting right back into the corner. This is what you want from your UI Goku. He's able to get these situations exactly what you were saying with that unoptimal combo. But hey, it worked. It was consistent, and it's getting him that damage that he needs. He's got the Colgate Minty Fresh, going to close out this character. Dead, and you are back in a game where he is ahead. He doesn't have much meter, but the life difference is pretty significant here.
It is significant, but he's also up against the queen of the meta herself, and she's got 5 bars to cook with. So much solo options for mixing up as well. You're looking for a command overhead, a command throw, a super that is a command throw.
Yes.
It is going to be absolutely terrifying. Mergurine equalizing the life on the first touch. Here's the hard knockdown. It's time to force a mix-up. Does Mergurine have the cross-up? That's the question right here. You can do a very tricky cross-up, but again, you're creating so many options. No, just looks for the UI Goku wake-up. McBenedict, though, disciplined.
Yeah.
Not sending it out. Blocks a 6H overhead. Massive. Reflect. I think that might have jailed.
Oh, the
6M. Doesn't wiggle. Mergurine's looking for it. Guard cancel Vanish. I like that choice. There was no meter to counter.
Oh,
huge 2H! But he's not able to extend the combo further. He didn't have meter. He needed to get that combo up to a bar to Vanish extend for the kill. Instead, he cuts it short.
Gets the super.
The debuff doesn't matter. The debuff does not matter. One touch is all you need. But
the tech on the Dragon Rush.
How did you tech that? How did you check that, McBenedict?
Of
all the times.
The Vanish to reflect. Hold on.
He tried to confirm.
Gets the super dash, McB. I think
DR,
this is going to kill. Yeah. Keep it
the
simple.
forbidden one.
Closes. Okay, there we go.
5 plus frames.
Woo! McB shaking his head. He knew he was playing rough there, and he could have lost it, but still going for the handshake. A fantastic game as McB moves forward into the bracket. Man, I need a cigarette after that one.
Is it good for you?
My little heart, bro.
You can't do me like that. You can't do me like that. That was just pools, man.
God, man.
That was some unga bunga, all right. That was some UI Goku.
7 frame Goku. Action from McBenedict with a nice 1v2 comeback. Things got absolutely antsy at the end, but the discipline Of all the options I mentioned, right?
Yeah.
The overheads, the throws. Yes. I never mentioned Dragon Rush.
Yeah.
And that's what was presented by Mergurine and McBenedict tech. That was the game-saving tech.
Exactly.
Absolutely clutch. Absolutely insane. What a set here so far at Texas Showdown 2023 for Dragon Ball FighterZ. This is their first wave of pools. We got a bracket of about 60 or so entrants. 4 pools in total. 2 of them happening right now. The next 2 are going to be happening at our block that starts at noon local time. I think it's Central Standard Time right now these days.
Yeah.
So we got all... Oh, here we go.
Oh, Reynald, a famous KOF player. I don't know if you've ever watched that KOF 13 run he did back in the day at Evo. One of the greatest loser runs of all time.
That was the Jake Ryan show, because Shadow King played Reynald in King of Fighters yesterday. So my friend played, Jake's friend and Reynald. Yeah. And he's like, well, who's Reynald? It's like, this Evo run? He's like, oh, that's him. Oh, I'm going to lose. But Reynald, also no stranger to Dragon Ball FighterZ. If y'all remember last year's Texas Showdown, this was our runner-up in the bracket against TCT. This was the Labcoat meta where she was released.
Yeah, when she was really absurd.
Combo into debuff. That was the toxic meta days. And TCT did the homework, was prepped for the Reynald head-to-head, and demonstrated all of his anti-Reynald tech in that match, forcing Reynald off of what he wanted to play to also play Labcoat himself. TCT not here this year to defend his crown.
Yes.
He's a young lad going to school, has those obligations right now. So had to pass up on that one. So Reynald, the #1 seed for the tournament, the favorite to win it all, but I can think of a commentator who might have a thing to say about that.
I know Jake Ryan wants it.
Oh, yeah, if y'all been hearing Jake Ryan, I know the thing is, like, he's been practicing with Reynald. He's been grinding as well, to speak briefly on Jake, and they're training partners, and Jake's has the lead on Reynald. Jake, no, I beat Reynald. I play Reynald.
Yeah.
So he just has to get that head-to-head with Reynald, so he has to make sure he doesn't slip up, lose anyone else. That's sort of Jake Ryan's own goal. But looking at Reynolds' opponent, of course, we've been going off and off about the King himself. We got Just Will, Houston-based player. All the
Shout
data
out
I got.
local.
Yeah, so we got the local hero up against the California Invader.
Yeah, California King, if anything. This man is insane. I mean, he's performed well at so many different games at the highest level of all of them. Exactly what you were saying. Last year got 2nd place, and I know he wants to make that first this year. Jake Ryan, I overheard him. He was talking with McBee yesterday. He was talking some smack. He was ready for it. And I know DFW wants to show up and show out this year, but we got some competitors standing in the way here. But first up, and his chance to stop him is going to be Just Will. Hopefully, he's going to be able to get something going.
Has a pretty cool team, actually. This is almost the team that I play. He has the shell of Gogeta Blue and Base Q, but in the middle, he has Videl for like a little bit of spice and flavor. My spice and flavor is Purple Cat.
Yeah, the Beerus.
Playing with some yarn balls in your face, the Okazemi. But letting the intros rock makes you wonder, this might not be a button check. We might just be going into it.
Yeah,
Reynald, of course, playing anything he wants. He's like, I'm going to play hit right now.
Yeah. And hit's really good. His assist calls are super strong. He has a lot of damage. His ability to scale off meter is really, really good in this game. It's feasible.
Wow, they are going right into it. Huh?
We into it. And no button checks. 2L overhead. Just Will getting character knowledge check. Oh, another one. You can see Just Will, he's like trying to block the overheads too. Like you see him stand blocking, but then every time that Reynald so far pressed 2L, it's just, oh, wow, am I getting hit? Nice air to air though.
Good damage. Going to put him all the way back into the corner. Just Will, good start already. This is not a bad position to be. That super dash back out, trying to get
Smothers the rock assist, gets in with the 2M. This is a big combo. Misroutes it a bit. He went for the DP, but already used the smash launcher. So what should have been a kill, Reynolds hit.
Oh, wait a second.
Frankensteiner from the top rope. Bring her down, Videl.
That assist call super good. I mean, Videl has such great mix-ups in the corner. Her ability to set down and just almost pseudo-puppet her way into success is very, very strong in this game. Reynald coming back. Wow!
Hi, Dad. It's me, your son. This is how I cope with the trauma that happened on Planet Namek all those years ago.
Striking the pose. Already now, Reynald's gonna have to get some pressure going. He's gonna have to find a hit quick to try and stabilize this game and get himself into a good position here. Nice cross attempt, but it didn't quite work out. Good check on the Dragon Rush.
Just Will out here right now, showing off.
Looking to accept the #1 seed, and he's doing a great job at it so far. Finding that cross up, gonna put him right back into the corner, setting up again corner pressure, but nice tag in by the Krillin, able to find a way out, not falling.
Oh, and he catches Reynald trying to throw the Zenza Beam to speed up the recovery process. A short knockdown here into the level 3, caught the bicep. Send him up this next one. He said it. It's English. Y'all understand it.
Yeah. They
Goes
didn't
to the
switch
2M.
it.
Reynald gets it. Jake Bryan said this about Reynolds. He is the best player in the world at getting hit. And Just Will might be the best player in the world at not finishing the game-killing combos off of Vegeta 2M starters.
And already, I mean, hey, Reynolds got a great position here in the corner, finds a hit, but not able to confirm it in anything. Matches out. Just Will is not afraid. Good amount of damage. He's going to carry him right back into the corner and just keep knocking him up. He's got a good amount of meter to burn here, but just going to go for the Oki instead.
Yeah. It's all blue life damage. Reynolds still a spark, so if you extend that combo even farther, you're just giving him more of a reason to spark. He's trying to get the solar pressure in here. He's not. Just Will gonna get completely caught out. Panicked on the defense. Guard canceled in with Videl. Reynald was staggering, able to rack up the 2H, nice and simple. Here comes the Krillin level 3 after the level 2, I imagine.
I hope so. Yeah, good damage. He had such a good position to be in there, and he might as well burn the meter to get the damage. He needs to get this comeback started going for the sparking.
Oh, I like the block there from Reynald. Just Will, of course. Still able to hold out. Reynald finally feeling the urge to spark himself. The anti-air rising heat assist. You don't see it often anymore, but it's still a great assist. A player like Reynald and Lucar is going to demonstrate the utility that assist holds.
Goes to Senzu wake up super.
And the rock interrupts it, so that messes up with the timing.
Oh, and get another hard tag. Just Will is panicking on defense, and he keeps tagging him straight up. He's not trying to look for anything else, not going for these reflects, and he's getting blown up for it. Such an advantage is getting blown over with this overhead going to clear out this character, and Reynald sitting in a much better position than he was literally 30 seconds ago.
Don't forget that this Krillin was hit with a 2M by Gogeta in the corner, and Just Will had the combo route, dropped it where he needed to get the knockdown through.
Yeah.
This is a character that should have been dead. Just Will fumbled the bag and now has to fight Reynald with this intact shell.
And now this Videl going down without any sort of thought process. Reynald is sitting on a boatload of meter right now, and Just Will, you know, he can one-touch his Krillin, but he's going to have to do work because this is a character that should have been dead already. He's kind of in a bad position here, finally able to get this first touch, but...
Should be able to get the kill here with optimal Kaioken routing. 1, 2. All right, it's looking good. He's interspersing different buttons. Could have been a little better. And I won't even mention, like, yo, if you want maximum damage, you don't let the level, you know, let the dive hit all the way through. You just knock them up then calmly, but didn't matter there. Still, it is a thing to note that it could come up at a later sequence if Reynald gives him the chance. It's the Silverback Gorilla Goku versus the dark-haired one.
A lot of good damage here, and he's got 6 bars of meter, so you know he's going to spend this level 3. No sparking, so there's no way to recover this health at this point. You're just going to have to hold all of it. Going to turn him around. The ice crystal's forming. Reynald playing cold right now. Just
like I said, Reynald's the best player in the world at getting hit. Jake Ryan's analysis, and what that means is he is not phased when you hit him. He sends the level 3, nice and simple. That super was so beautiful, I would like to sample it
again.
A second time.
That was a great, I love it. Just that little throw, get him set up, and just goes right into the super. You don't even need to think at that point anyways. So it's a really good position.
Not messing around with Vanish, not messing around with the like insta-jump JS, super dash link and all that jazz. None of that, just instant level 3. Reynald Just Will had the momentum at the start, but just wasn't able to complete crucial combos. Speaking of,
taking him all the way up. Reynald, good situation to be in. Now you get to set up the pressure with hit.
DP Spark tries to bust out through, but you are 0. And that is a hit at 5M range.
Yeah.
That's a scary situation. He comes back in.
Finding a hit, and it's just going to put him all the way back into the corner. Put him all the way back. Dance him around, and this is a bad position to be. Into the level 1, just going to clear him out. Reynald looking really good this game. I really think he was trying to hit confirm into a happy birthday with the sparking, but he just didn't get that confirm on the main character. Probably thought he saw it with the secondary. Burned the sparking, it didn't work out, and now Krillin's got that assist. The rock's covering so much space, and you're just putting him right back into the corner with this UI. Bad position to be if you're Just Will.
Bring him on down.
It's good blocking.
But it's that extra little, it's this follow-up to the 5M low. Sometimes you're like, all right, the lows are done. What was that?
Yeah, exactly. Goes ahead and burns the level 3 with hit. I don't think this is quite going to kill, but you're in a very good position no matter what.
This is hit. This be hit, man. Oh, nice jump out. Taking the turn back. Oh, looks like they messed with the cross of Oki or something. The assist covered by, covering the throw rather.
Yeah.
Able to get that 2L. Again, those 2Ls from hit. Just Will is having their blocking inversed right now.
Oh, man. The cross is going to be a good amount. Oh, drops coming. Rock assist covers it. 2L, you can't really do much off of it, but you get that damage. The double reflect. Reynald This is why he's such a good player. This awareness and his ability to use these defensive options. Of course, base Goku is an absolute robbery character, but he's going to have to find a first hit to even begin the chance to rob someone.
Goes for a raw throw. Reynald uptechs. Says, no, I ain't holding this. Sparks up. Reynald just wants to end this now.
I don't blame him. Yep,
Same
gets the touch.
Side. Go hands in the pocket. Am I going for a cross-up? No, I'm not. Same side, not even the EX version. And like the difference there, right? Like Reynald caught a little bit off guard in that set one. Just Will coming in strong, but a couple of crucial combo drops meant that Reynald had enough character resources to play with to close it on. Game 2, Reynald, all right. Game 1 was fun. I know how you hit me. You're not hitting me like that again.
Exactly.
Krillin and UI Goku never came out. It was all hit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was a bad situation to be in. Like, Game 1, you're exactly right. He had so many good positions. He played himself and put himself into so many different great positions, but he just couldn't close it out. He couldn't find the end, and unfortunately, it lost him the game. That Krillin did a lot of work in that Game 1 that should have, by all rights, been put in the grave.
And that's just show how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Dragon Ball FighterZ is a punishing game at this level of play where every optimization counts. And if you drop a combo, you can lose the whole set off of it. Just one kill on a character can make or break the difference. Speaking of breaks, my friends, we're going to have an ad break coming up right here, right now here. Don't go anywhere, my friends. We still got more action of our first wave of pools of Dragon Ball FighterZ here at Texas Showdown. See you back here, partner. Welcome back, my friends, to Texas Showdown 2023. We got some more Dragon Ball FighterZ action cooking in our morning pools right now. I'm CD Mangaka, hailing out from Colorado. Joining me is one of Texas' very finest, Cicada.
It's a pleasure to be here. Glad to be in from DFW. Drove down Thursday night. I've been here ever since then. So we got a good thing going. And speaking of DFW players, we got a really, really solid DFW player on stream for you. If you were watching Strive yesterday, you saw him then. We got the Raven, quote the Raven himself, Phil Raven, ready to play. Strong Dragon Ball Fighter players. Has been winning events in DFW for a very long time.
The 6th seed of our tournament for today as well. Going up against him is Miniko, a player out from Katy, Texas. All the data I got on them so far. Again, one of those players where, like Will that we saw earlier, it's like, oh, I don't see any start GG data, maybe away with those, but then Will looked kind of nasty.
Yeah,
he almost took a game from Reynald. It dropped a few important combos, so he lost to himself in that regard, but we'll have to see how nice Miniko is up against Phil Raven, who is playing a very meta team. We're getting to this point of the bracket where we're going to start to see more and more of what is strong in this version of Dragon Ball FighterZ. Miniko rocking out with a super unique team. It's Team Earthling Defenders or some flavor of it.
Team Dragon Ball.
Yeah, like the strongest baldies. Tien cries in a corner. Stoically, though. He's just like, I don't want to say
like when Chaozu died. That's stoic, one tier.
Like, Chaozu!
Oh, man.
Roshi up front, Piccolo in the mid, up against Labcoat. That's a long order for man. Phil Raven rocking the godly monkey. No, the monkey.
The absolute monkey. Gogeta is a great point character with so much movement options, and you're going to see them right here. Those double those double dashes, double jumps, everything like that. He has a lot of shenanigans. Wow, gets the jump in.
The first backdash didn't do anything. The second backdash set up for that JH, the Catch Master Roshi, right in the dome. Phil Raven playing immaculately so far. Extending with the Janemba A assist. A second DP, a second Dragon Ball acquired. But this is some low DHC damage here. Nah, this is dead.
Yeah. I mean, Phil's got those combos on log, I can tell you. Anything that needs to be optimized, he's been working on it. And that was a great example there. Doing, I think, like 70%, 75 off 2 meters. It's really, really solid. Maybe a bit exaggerated on my end, but certainly a lot of damage on that combo.
Nice jump out as well from the fake cross-up from the Demon Elbow.
Yep.
Phil Raven now trying to get in with the slicers.
Trying to find his overhead. Oh, he gets the stomp.
The low special. You hate to see that happen. Phil Raven going to take Piccolo down to the corner, spin on him. Stomp Oki. Now this is going to allow the assist to regenerate for Phil Raven. Miniko sparks out, doesn't want to hold any of this. And look at that, immaculate defense. -8, doesn't matter if I got an assist backing me up.
And this is how you know Phil came from, Dragon Ball. He's been playing this game for a very, very long time, and his ability to just prepare for overheads, prepare for lows, and not get opened up too easily makes him a really devastating opponent. Defense in this game is so important, and right now he's getting so many options. Unfortunately, a drop on the combo, but
y'all can't see it right now, but Phil Raven, his tongue is out. He's licking his lips all the way through these combos like, oh yeah.
That's how you know he's in it. He's 100% signed in. Miniko getting a good amount of damage here. He's going to go ahead and burn the meter with Piccolo for a good amount of damage, and you get the setup. Ooh, nice sparking to get out.
Same side low, going to be dealt with. I thought they would be able to block that, but no. Krillin's going to get caught. The other Android Honey coming in.
A lot of damage. And with this sparking, this is going to do a lot. Just expired, but still drops out of it, able to tech out. Nice awareness by Miniko.
5H, jail him. Good defense so far, but oh my god, nice jump out. Not able to get the confirm off the Ki Blast, however.
Yeah. Piccolo did take a lot of damage when he was in that situation. Just kind of got looped. And again, finding another hit. Piccolo luckily falling out of it. Both Krillin too, but this is a dead Krillin. And Piccolo's going to lose a good amount of blue health. He's going to come in a bad situation. And Phil looking really dominant with this Android.
It's solo Piccolo, half a bar left, no sparking available. And the worst matchup for him in the game is still alive and well. I think it's time to start talking about game 2.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Phil Raven just trying to find the hit to close it out.
And that's the strength of that double air dash, being able to jump air dash over IAD back, and then you get a double cross. Just gonna close it out. Phil doesn't have to work too hard and destroy West City while he's at it. Quite fitting for the character.
Man, y'all Earthlings said you could handle this. Y'all said you got it. What happened to the city, Krillin?
Roshi, you showed up.
Like, Roshi, like, go back to your island. What is this?
I mean, if Roshi can get something started, he's definitely a weird character.
Speaking of getting something started, not able to confirm the Piccolo orb, just a little too far away. We get some stagger pressure right now. Thesis is back. We get caught.
Ooh, nice job.
Ooh,
he kept the same side, yeah.
Okay, Master Roshi out there kind of cooking with something.
A little micro
Makes the dragon punch. That was godlike.
Yo, Miniko doing good, and this is the strength of a character like Roshi, where, not the most represented character. People might not necessarily know what he's going to be doing.
He's pushing this combo so damn far. Get in the jaw.
Bing. Lock him up.
All right. Meta this, meta that. You ever think about meta a girl before?
You ever think about meta me? Cooking right now. Jump back, just going to set these fireballs, and that Piccolo orb makes it so hard. Get the overhead, but not
such a tall cross. Oh, why are you layered like that? You absolute ogre.
Minilo working on a perfect right now. A lot of damage, gets a hard knockdown. You have to block the Krillin rocks, and you can't reflect those. You're going to get the cross up. And Miniko, again, a lot of damage. Has a level 3.
Doesn't like to spend it. Oh, but he catches him jumping. I see you have elected death there, pretty lady.
And now you're dead. Miniko actually perfecting him. Still has sparking. Still has 3 bars. Phil's got level 3 sparking, but he's got a lot of work, and he has to find a hit.
Oh, man, muscles. I want to be built like that when I'm that age.
Oh, man. Phil finally getting the first real hit he's been able to find this entire game, and the damage is not very scaled, so he's doing a ton on this. Burns to level 3. Not quite going to kill, but will hurt a lot. And what's it going to be?
What's the mix? Oh! I was thinking left, right, throw was not even on the table, and Phil just slapped it down.
Good position for Phil to be in. He's got blue health, so when he pops sparking, he'll be able to regain up to the max. He's got a good amount of meter. If he can find a hit, Miniko's going to be in a rough situation here, and finds one just as I say it. A little blast going to take him down.
And the big thing, too, so far is that Roshi did all of the work on Miniko's side.
Yes.
Now the MVP is down, so Miniko has to make this happen and justify Krillin and Piccolo. Phil Raven going to immediately spark up. Does not want to hold any more of that pressure. What a super dash from Miniko. Catching Phil Raven, backing off. Hellzone grenade to extend this. We're trying to wrestle as much time from this level 3 sparking as we can. Put him back in that corner. Do we see the cross-up? Same side. Oh, you had the initial hit, but 2M is going to catch Phil Raven at the ankles. Miniko is going to end the combo early. I think he had more to do there. Oh, the armor!
Oh, no. This is
not dead yet.
Oh,
there it is. There it is. Yeah, Phil Raven waking up, trying to find a way to challenge and go through things. You got to make a play to get back into there. The game's already basically lost at that point, so I need to hit. I need to get things rolling, so I'm not blocking this.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it was a really tough situation to be in. Phil lost so many characters that Roshi to start with, and hopefully he's going to have to find the adaptation to get something going here, because if he can get that Roshi down, I mean, his Piccolo was cooking for Miniko, but Roshi was definitely the MVP there, so if he can find the first hit,
the gap on the Rekka, punishing it with that. Not able to get the full combo, however. Tick auto combo is going to work, and now you can see Miniko trying to just play keep away. I don't want to interact with you when you got sparking. I'm waiting for you to reflect. I don't care if you are the 6th seed for this event, Phil Raven. They ain't got no data on me, and neither do you. Knockdown, reflect. Nice lightning hammer to get back into there. Phil Raven going to drop his combo. Roshi gets caught. No pickups. Labcoat just stabilizing everything for Phil.
Yeah, that Labcoat area controls so much space. It's active for so long that you can find your way in. And now you're just getting these optimized combos. Going to burn the level 3. Not quite going to keep same side, unfortunately, but you still get Oki after this, so you're going to be able to get something going. Is it going to be high? I think it will be. Oh,
just jumps, looking for a spark, looking for a reversal. We saw Phil Raven try to air that tag in. Miniko did not have the conversion on deck. Beautiful Street Fighter-esque jump in on Labcoat. Full combo here. Miniko should be able to get the knockdown. There is no sparking for Phil Raven. It is another light grenade.
Gonna set up back up into the corner. Tries to go for the cross-up, but not able to connect. Super Dash gets another cross-up, gets the hit, but he wasn't able to confirm, but finally finds one with the thanks of the Roshi assist, and this is going to be a dead Labcoat. That is one humongous threat off the table for Miniko.
Dragon Rush. Last hit, barely, and that is a huge sigh of relief. Piccolo's nightmare matchup gone. The stabilizing glue of the Labcoat A assist and how it can control scramble situations so impeccably well is gone. We're going to have to finesse this, but Gogeta 4 has some amazing solo pressure.
Yeah, finds the universal overhead, but you can't really get anything off it. Just trying to open up Miniko. Miniko's not falling for it.
Oh, that could have been so scary if Phil Raven was able to convert off that blue beat. 2H! This man pressed 2H against a character that has a tracking JS that hits there.
Yeah.
That's crazy. They build different.
That is certainly a hard call out, not taking the Dragon Rush. Phil Raven again in a situation where he has to make a 3-on-1 comeback with this last character, Janemba. Into the Roshi. This will, of course, absolutely kill. Man, Phil's got a huge, huge hill to climb after game one. It looked so Phil dominant, but now he's been in the backseat the entire game thanks to this Roshi. Able to find a hit on Piccolo, but not quite on the Roshi itself. Oh, nice.
Ooh, not able to get an air or an anti-air there. Janemba's sword is going to allow the conversion. Phil Raven takes down Master Roshi again, but Miniko's Piccolo has been something to behold so far. Phil Raven had the blocks on download in game one, but since then, Miniko's offense has been able to sort of elevate itself and start cracking Phil open, so. Oh my lord, trying to intercept the rock with the projectile absorption, but instead it whips. Phil Raven's like, hey, I gotta hold this, and damn right you're gonna hold that throw. What's the mix?
Oh, the double cross! Burns the sparking. I think this is going to be the game for Miniko.
It depends on how much meter he's able to start building up. He gets the second bar threshold.
Gets
Hellzone Grenade.
Gonna extend. He'll get the Dragon Rush after this.
Dragon Rush level 1. That is going to be it. Miniko upsetting the 6th seed Phil Raven here in our Dragon Ball FighterZ pools. This man had nothing to start GG.
Yeah.
No data. What challenge brackets are you playing in, Miniko?
Jeez Louise.
I am an ignoramus. Educate me right now. Learn me good, please.
That was a huge, huge upset for somebody, like exactly what you said. No information on. I mean, that's kind of indicative of some form of online warrior, exactly what you're saying, on challenge playing on these other brackets. But, you know, definitely somebody that knew his stuff. And when you don't know characters like Roshi, if you're not used to playing against them, because I know we don't have too many in our scene, you can get blown up by a good one, you know?
You can get caught. And, of course, the question also becomes, like, where is Phil Raven putting most of their attention into?
Yeah.
Is it the Guilty Gear Strive bracket that we saw them play immaculately in with Milia yesterday? If that's more their flagship game at the moment, then, Dragon Ball's going to kind of maybe slack off to the side somewhat.
Yeah.
So, of course, Phil not looking too happy about that loss. No one's ever happy to lose, I would say. So we'll rather see how they do in the loser side of things. We do have our next game coming up as well for us right now. It is a big guy. He's a big guy, and he is up against, and I quote, King Lord Beerus.
Exactly. KLB is a well-known Houston player and runs online tournaments. He TOs down here, so he does a lot for the scene. He really loves the game of Dragon Ball, and he's been doing everything he can to promote it and just get the name out there and keep it going, even despite not having rollback. I gotta salute any TO who runs it in the delay-based economy. It's not a good place to be.
And Big Guy, another KD Texas representative, if I remember correctly, just like Miniko. So who knows? This KD Texas scene.
They're cooking.
Do you two knows each other? Do you two knows each other? That's all I care about right now. Like, listen to me. Who bees you? Who be you? Who?
Exactly.
You be who?
You guys, they're showing up and they're showing out for sure.
It was so sick. I mean, and I suppose let the last sort of game, in a way, be a message that just like you don't need to play the meta to win and to also defeat the meta. There is a lot to explore. There is a lot of functionality. A lot of characters are the strongest they have ever been in this version of the game.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to explore that just because, damn, a Labcoat fusion's kind of dummy. Like, you get fixated on the top tiers that you forget that there are other characters that have their own strengths. That are able to keep their own pace and their own way with those characters. Of course, the meta is the meta. It is strong, but it's also known. And the unknown can be a lot more terrifying at times.
Yes. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And you bring up a great point. Like, and it's a common thing amongst a lot of tag games. Like Marvel 3 is known for having been without any sort of changes for so long. Yeah, people are playing the top tiers. Yeah, people are playing the Zero May Cries. Yeah, the Morgan May Cries. But once people started exploring those lower tiers and realizing, wait a second, some of these characters, like, MODOK's got some stuff. You know, you got all these other characters that got a lot of potential. I think we're starting to see that a bit more with fighters, that we've been in this path for so long that people are starting to jump outside and go, well, what other characters do we have? Like, we're still seeing Goku Black, at least even in this button check, but we're seeing Goku Black at some high levels now, and it's a cool character to see. Bum's Birthday Bash has a couple of high-level Goku Blacks. I love that character myself. I always like seeing him.
Shouts to Silver Tabby back home, one of the Colorado boys who couldn't make it out here. He was our second place at Winter Showdown, rocking Goku Black on the team with Zamasu and Labcoat 21 in that back pocket, of course.
Okay, absolutely.
Yeah, right. So there's a lot of potential. Goku Black, he works. He do the things.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Quick button check here.
Yeah.
I imagine King Lord Beerus' team is not that.
Yeah. Both of them look like they just mashed A a couple of times to get a character selected to check the buttons. Yeah, making sure he's got those reflects down, making sure the assists are
we do get, okay, we're going to miss out on the Japanese cell. I mean, goated voice actor.
Yes.
But English cell, Damian Clark, thing of beauty. Absolutely fantastic. What do you mean this PlayStation 4 doesn't have the Team 4-star mod?
Get over here and punch me in my perfect jawline.
Cell was a menace in the TFS stuff. Like that. That Cell was ridiculous. Of course, KLB gonna rock this Beerus.
Shouts to Takahata. He's doing his own director's cut commentary by himself. You know, Kaiser Neko and Lanny Bliptor have been doing like their paired up one. Like we gotta get Takahata into this. So he's just catching up VTubing. And shout out to that Twitch chatter. It's like, hey, is this your first time watching Dragon Ball Z Abridged? Yes. Yes, it is. Taka said.
Hey, I really like the all Saiyans all the time team on the right, but of course KLB gonna be rocking that Beerus. If you didn't, I would go over there.
I would say like, then why are you representing my name?
It just doesn't feel right.
Kill this imposter for me. Dispose of him. I'm going to take a nap.
Man, I wish they had Whis in this game. That'd be crazy.
Whis would go kind of dummy.
I forgot that line. It's so threatening.
Did 17 really just hit him with the Fleece Johnson?
He really did.
Now we can do this the easy way or the hard way. The choice is yours. He really just hit him with that. That's crazy. I never caught that. I never caught that in my life. That's nutty. Here we go, friends. King Lord Beerus. Player 1 side. Big guy on the player 2 side. Rekka series across the screen. We dancing on him.
Yeah, those hands are at 17 Rekkas are just really frightening.
Oh,
wow,
drop
big guy
combos, not able to complete it, but here we go. Big guy. Stabilizing. Oh, we're not linking the combos correctly. It's just a simple Gatling. We're delaying things a little too much, it seems like.
Yeah, getting the super dash to get through those key blasts that Big Guy was trying to throw out was a really good call. Of course, it's a blue combo finally finding the tech out, but KLB getting clipped now. They're really just brawling and scrapping so far.
It'd be like that one. Big guy, I need you to hold light, medium, or heavy while you're being comboed.
Yeah.
That will get you out of it. I swear to you, my guy.
Nice.
I swear as you.
KLB sparking, not wanting to hold
I like
this
this.
pressure.
Good high-level decision-making so far. The Dragon Rush in that moment, that's actually clutch as hell.
Yeah, and especially now that KLB lost his sparking, you're going to get a good amount of damage going here. Drop him down into the level 1, into the level 2.
Catch!
Yeah, close it out. Big guy getting a good advantage so far this matchup, and that's a good place to be going into the Beerus. Let's see what King Lord Beerus can do to represent his Lord and see what he can get going.
Trying to send out, but the Vegito AS is going to completely smoke cover the screen. Big guy having advantage to extend. Got in with the super dash, so not really much to do after doing the J2H launcher. Counter hit as well, just staggering, jumping in with the heavy. But again, there's like these little hesitations that we're seeing in Big Guy's combo strings that are causing these drops.
Like things that shouldn't be happening just because he's not fully committing, and it's a rough situation to be in. King Lord Beerus is getting a lot more play than perhaps he should be given the chance to, thanks to these sort of interactions. Right now, getting a good combo for his Janemba going. Pushing him to the corner, but another drop on that side.
Beerus A, though, to the rescue. A god of destruction here to help a demon of hell. Dragon Rush to extend. Level 1, Savage Skewer into... Wow,
the flick.
Knock the Super Saiyan right out of him.
And now the stage transition. This is what you were saying, yeah. A little bit closer, yeah.
Slightly closer round starts.
Good situation.
Goku 5M will hit there. It's going to whiff round start if you just stay on the same stage. I'm telling you, if I remember my data right.
Nice re-stagger pressure, by the way, from BigGuy. Getting those little lights, he's just going to be able to close it out, get some good damage
Actually,
in.
does he have a kill here with level 4 Vegito?
I think so.
The Biggie! Final!
Big blast.
Hold the button! You had the kill!
He had it! And now Beerus has a chance to set up in a way that he didn't before. Just going to go ahead and hard tag when his Beerus in the back line. And now Janemba's going to be able to be in a good position. He had that Beerus.
I'm having flashbacks to Will versus Reynald right now. Just dropping the crucial kills. And now all of a sudden you got this Beerus who should be dead. Coming on in, getting a full extension.
Yeah,
he needs to build that bar. There's the key blast just in time.
Oh, and just gets the advantage. Gonna close this one out, and now we're back to neutral again. BigGuy having to lose to a character he had by already. He had dead. That character was done.
You just had to do the follow-up. Look at my speed. That's all you had to do.
Oh,
the command throw. Beerus should be gone. Vanish to extend. After the 5S, I like it. Not overcomplicating it, not trying to go for the difficult link to save the bar. No, get the kill. I didn't spend the bar last time. I'm spending it this time. Don't be cheap. Cash out.
He's learning his lesson now, and especially in a game like this, you build those bars so much that you can't be afraid to use it when you got it. And right now, great jump out by Beerus. Both of them just going to try and play neutral, trying to get those big vacuum blasts on the half of UI. Oh, the reflect.
And we're seeing BigGuy going into these early 2H routes, not going to 5H into the corner, but we get enough bar for advantage extension, auto combo. Should be. Ooh, the punches.
The Colgate Minty Fresh will come out, and this should be a dead character. BigGuy should be able to take this 1-0 and be in a comfy position. Wait a second. The scaling. Oh, the run-up light. Okay.
Run-up light, the 2L, meaty low, able to catch it out. But, I mean, again, like I mentioned the combo routing before. It wasn't the optimal stuff. If he did the optimal, there was no guessing game right there. That can have a butterfly effect in other matches. So that's something to go back to the drawing table after sets like these. Try to find those little improvements that are going to cinch out those situations.
Yeah.
Despite a crazy game, BigGuy was able to take it over King Lord Beerus.
Oh, that happy birthday was almost devastating. Unfortunately, TLB got lucky, got that fallout, and now you're going to have to hold this pressure in the corner. Beerus is going to be punished a little bit, but nice reflex, jump out.
Oh, but there we go. So there's some of that RPS that happens at the corner. If you reflect someone into the corner, if they do light, one reflect will be enough for you to push back both buttons, and then you get a punish. But if they do light and medium, you need 2 reflects in order to call out the delayed timing between that medium follow-up. And now King Lord Beerus gets a massive hit.
Yeah.
Medium starter. Vegito is gone.
Yeah, that 95% damage combo. Gonna close it out. He definitely had the meter to spin, and he had the sparking burn, so the damage bonus is going to help him. And KLB in a good position so far.
We're not able to follow up from the UIC assist, and now it's solo Bardock. We're not really worrying about anything.
Oh, nice reflect. Good timing on that. Calls a barrier assist to try and cover.
That super dash could have been checked in so many ways.
Yeah. Dancing around each other. I like the Janemba call. Just trying to close out space using the volleyballs.
Nice pickup as well off of the medium lariat.
There's going to be a good amount of damage.
Right. Tries to go for some Oki. Jail him to the ground. But again, like, Bardock is like,
oh no. And
forget I said anything. Forget I said anything. Forget I said nothing. I said, Jack, nothing.
BigGuy can even burn sparking if he wants, just going for the Oki.
He's able to catch Android 17 off of the buttons, interrupting the lariat.
But drops the combo. You should have burned the sparking. He could have killed both characters.
Or at least killed 17.
At least killed 17.
Goku. Thanks, son. I'm sure glad that was a super input. That was a super input. He tried to get a super input, did not get the corner circle forward. He was going for the punch super, which is the super dash input.
Yeah, just guard canceling out. This has been a game of spaghetti falling out of pockets the entire time. KLB having the corner combo, but drops it once again. Android 17, these tournament nerves are racking both these competitors. Rekka series,
On the Rekka series, no delay tech to evade any shenanigans.
Hits the corner combo, and this will just close it out. Nothing too hard you have to think about. Uses the level 1. KLB has no meter going into this. BigGuy is going to have some, but BigGuy has sparking 7 meters, UI instinct. This is a very comebackable game, and especially if you get a touch on Beerus like that.
Really? That's crazy.
Oh, the cross.
2 of these characters on King Lord Beerus' team should be dead.
Yeah, by all accounts.
You had time to run up. That's the other thing. Like, he was closer to the corner. He could have ran forward. The 2M link would not have worked, but the 5L link certainly would have. And I like that he tried to mix it up from the throw, going into instead the strike, because we saw King Lord Beerus jump. He was adjusting to the throw already. Unfortunately, the timing not there to catch the jump frames. And so now King Lord Beerus gets a sizable combo. Sparking is forced. Tries to wiggle.
And you're going to have to hold all this pressure. Gets the clip. Big guy finding it. But a lot of that sparking time was burned thanks to that combo KOB can put him in. So not the worst situation for him to be in. He's just got to survive this UI pressure right now. What's it going to be?
Oh, no empty vanish to punish. We didn't react to time. The full screen low. You got to respect that from Lord Beerus.
And now setting back up the super dash.
He super dash dropping the combo. Unrestrained will was held. It's blue life damage on Lord Beerus. We are trying to force a mix-up right here, right now. Big guy ran up a 2-0 before. He's got meter. Are we going to see some vanish Okazemi off of this?
He's got the meter, and his sparking is
walking.
right about to expire.
You saw him walk.
Wow.
He had to get point blank and then walk. That's a safe DHC. That's safe. I have a friend who played that shell. And
wait a second. Big guy, and now all this blue health on Beerus is just lost. He had to tag out to try and build it back up. He had no real situation. If KLB wants to remain in bracket, they need to find a touch because one touch either way will get the kill. Finds the jumping 2H, closing it out. Big guy with a powerful 2-0.
Massive, massive. I think that's another upset for us as well. Again, we got King Lord Beerus, one of the local TO runners out here, showing on up, playing a very unorthodox team, had a lot of momentum for it, but big guy came in swinging.
With a big guy, absolutely massive guy this game. Really huge win, and that was a really great play. A lot of tournament nerves, a lot of stress, a lot of dropping combos, but
big guy really was fighting against himself. That was the worst matchup. Some of those combo routing, some of the drops that we saw in there. I mean, it could have been a whole different game, but King Lord Beerus just not really holding it down on defense. We saw him wiggle. The stagger pressures would usually hit, not just get blocked, but they would just hit.
Exactly, yeah. So bad situation, but I think this is a matchup you're going to be looking forward to.
All right, my friends, y'all, this was the villain. All right, this was the heel of last year's Texas Showdown, riling up the crowd, feeding off of all y'all's negativity. We mentioned him before a little bit earlier. This, my friends, coming up on stage right now for me to see, y'all will see in a little bit. It is Jake Ryan, not just a commentator. We saw this man qualify for the World Tour Finals in Las Vegas, and you'll see that the man is representing the same swag I got right now. We're matching, baby. We matching out here. Didn't even plan it. Didn't even plan it. Our heads just in the same space. He is the second seed for this tournament. He showed up 4th place last time, losing out to Chris G. And I think it might have been either TCT or Reynald. I can't remember who sent him down the loser side, but
a strong bracket anyway. Getting 4th in that bracket was incredible, and losing to those two, it's not a bad loss to take.
Not a bad loss to take, and he looked really clean. And he has been on a grind. He's been steadily improving. He took his licks at the World Tour, going 0-8 in pools, right? But still learned a lot. Very competent, strong player. He's up against Miniko, who we just saw upset Phil Raven. That's pretty big if you're able to show up and beat Phil Raven. All right.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
And it goes to tell you, like, both the KD Texas players we've seen so far won. I mean, last game, Big Guy was able to show off. And so I'm very interested to see how Miniko's going to stack up against someone like Jake Ryan with so much high-level experience, going to all these different tourneys, exactly what you said, qualified for the Dragon Ball World Tour. Even if he got swept in pools, doesn't matter because you played against the best players in the world.
Hi there. I know he loves to play the villain in tournament. Let me tell you, his smack talk is some of the funniest out there in the business, but the sweetest guy. Truly always looking out for each and every homie that he's got. He's been huge for my own commentary career and opportunities like that. So massive shout outs to him. He is an awesome guy. Big spooned me last night in bed. It was great.
Cuddle all close. Kept you warm in the cold.
Yo, dude, I was being cooked between my friends, man. They hot fellas, and then they hot fellas. All I'm saying. All I'm saying. He's got the bag secured, happily married. And sorry, dudes. Sorry, ladies. Doing a little button check right here. Going through the motions real quick. We're going to see Jake Ryan play what is arguably the best team in the game. We saw Phil Raven play the Gogeta 4 Labcoat package, but instead of Vegito, he had Janemba, his own little spice, and a very competent anchor in his own right. But Jake, he's a fusion man. He goes, button go, brrr.
This is just a button check. Because I know Miniko didn't play Majin Buu last time. I hope he plays. I was really hoping for a second, I hope he's playing a Majin Buu Yamcha shell. That would be crazy.
That would be sick. That's some of the Season 1 Majin Buu shell shenanigans, right? So we're going to have to see. Those are characters that you have to imagine are going to get some love in the upcoming patch. I think Bandai's done some pretty great buffs. They've done some buffs that are like, what the hell is that?
Questionable. A little bit.
You know? But when they get some time to sort of go back to the drawing board and feedback things, there's a lot of really good things that come out of it.
Exactly. So, it's been a long time, so hopefully with this rollback patch, we get some underrepresented love, right?
I'm hoping that it's some assists.
Yes.
A few need to be tuned down, of course, but strong assists make a character, and if we get some more impactful game-changing assists like that we see in Vegito A, in Labcoat, which, oh, by the way, 2 assists that need a small nerf.
Yeah.
A small nerf. Because Labcoat A assist, more, like second best assist in the game, if not the best.
Yes.
Actually, no. I know their conversation. Jake would argue that Krillin Rocks is the best assist in the game.
It's a very, very strong assist.
Super
Controls
good,
so
super
much
good.
space.
And then
keeps
2
you
and 3
stuck
is
for so
Labcoat
long.
and Vegito. You could debate the orders of
Yeah,
those.
yeah.
Right?
But no, this Fusions team is without a shadow
It's
of
like,
a doubt.
listen, if Vegito A has that much hits done, why does Trunks A not have that much hits done?
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
Exactly.
Come on. I want to see other assists have that functionality.
Yeah, give them that benefit. It won't break the characters. It just gives them more meta reliance. Gives them
It
the
makes them.
ability
It
to
makes
sit
them
in,
team.
you know?
The thing about this meta is that it's all about how well you play in the team itself.
Yes.
If your Labcoat is so strong because she plays well with everybody. Everybody wants what she offers you. That's the power of science, baby.
Exactly.
It's
She's
all
the
that
Doom of this
nutritional
game.
information she's
Yeah.
downloading to
Yeah.
you.
She's the Doom of this game. She's just such a good support character. And then by her own right, when she's by herself, she still cooks people.
Like top 1 in the game.
Yeah. Oh,
I ain't lying to y'all. There's a reason she's been in every single top 3 of every major tournament this whole past year.
She just does it all, and right now she's going to keep people locked down with that lariat, exactly what we're talking about. And already
fluffy block.
Jake's setting up those first 7 levels of that super.
We're going to see the super dash to kind of jail Jake Ryan back down on the ground. And again, the second time.
Ooh, double cross.
Lordy, okay. Double cross up. Jake Ryan going to have to wake up to this stuff. Reynald has played a bit of Roshi in the past, but how recent that experience. And the thing with a character like Roshi, there's so many options, everybody's going to play him differently. Jake says, I'm sparking. Goes for the cross up.
Yep. Nice job. That sparking hit stun, keeping you in there, and a great job of the cross up. Able to put him right back down in the corner. And this is the Jake Ryan combos. Level 3 does a lot here. Good situation to be. Might build up another level if he gets a chance. We're just going to go for the double
And
dash
nice,
cross.
the anti-air wake-up option, dealing with the meaty. The specific Roshi tech coming through. And, you know, y'all, we've been mentioning how much Jake Ryan has been like, yo, I'm taking home a trophy this tournament. He has to prove it here.
Yeah.
Miniko took down Phil Raven. He's got the advantage against Jake Ryan with this air to air.
That super jump float was incredible. Just baiting what side he's going to land on. Finally committed to the right. Landed down and was able to get a blow from it. Now Jake Ryan's down a character. Roshi's not that healthy right now, but you got to get to him first. And
oh, there you go.
wait a
Spin
second.
to win. Live to fight. Take him up into the sky. Should be the command throw to bring the knockdown.
yeah, set him back up.
Super jump flow. We get the Oki sparking immediately. Miniko does not want to give Jake Ryan any sort of momentum. Jail in. We saw the gap right there. Jake Ryan was trying to spin out. Didn't work for him. Roshi was a grounded hit.
Turns the meter, and now Miniko doing a lot of damage. And now you got to hold
Same
another
side low.
guess.
Good block.
Yeah.
Double
Going
block on the
over.
overhead.
Setting back up with a double overhead, dashes back to bait out the reflect, but not able to get the punish. Good hard tag by Jake Ryan to get in and just try and keep that Labcoat
The
safe.
Krillin Rock. I love the high gacked in the air, whipping the J2H to stall that air momentum. Let Krillin Rock do the ground-to-ground work for you. Here comes the Oki. Reflect. What a block by Jake Ryan, but it's the empty low.
Miniko, maybe there should have been more data on this guy, because right now he is playing phenomenally. With 5 bars a meter, he's going to do a lot here.
Vegeta's dead.
Yeah. Into the 1, into the 2. Hey, hard knockdown.
Jake Ryan taking a sip of Gatorade real quick, just like, all right.
2.
Okay, this guy kind of dummy.
Yeah, he's really, really solid. And now you're on the Krillin. Krillin's, again, got full health. You've got a Labcoat with no sparking that has to do some work, and the assist call is going to get it. You got the orb slowly flying in, just trying to keep her away from it, keep your combo going, and manages to make it happen. Dragon Rush to the knockdown, set up the rock, and you got to hold that. Baits on the reflect into the Dragon
The
Rush.
DR from downtown. Jake Ryan nodding his head like, yep, that was that. Miniko going against one of the top 2 seeds of the tournament, taking them down, not dropping a single character. TCT was the shock of last tournament. The
Yes.
Texas crew knew. It's like, now, y'all don't know how TCT grinded.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I don't think we all knew how Miniko be grinding out there all of a sudden.
Exactly.
Trying to keep Texas in the hands of Texas. The anti-air right there. We saw Miniko trying to Gatling into a cancel option, but Jake Ryan getting the blow. The early gambit coming through here. Soft reset, backs up, looks for a reversal. Jailing to the ground.
Good pressure. Gonna go ahead and spark out, trying to keep this Roshi alive and keep his pressure started. Doesn't want to hold it from Gogeta, but now getting the jump in and no commitment there, just trying to scout out an option. Jake Ryan playing defense so intelligently. Now he's got his pressure again. Big uppercut.
We saw Miniko trying to bust out with some EX option. It wasn't the EX armor move. It's probably the EX like kickflips.
Yeah.
Jake Ryan trying to add as much damage as he can. The sword should be enough.
Yep.
Roshi is down. Jake Ryan takes the first character of game 2. We saw this with Miniko versus Phil Raven, where Phil Raven completely dominant game 1. All of a sudden, Miniko clapped back. Is it Jake Ryan's turn? Not if you're eating the DR like that. Too much mental stack.
Nice, good Dragon Rush. You're going to get a good amount of damage off this, get the hard knockdown, and set up the orb. Oki gets the low, finds a hit, and he's going to put him right back into the corner. Got 3 bars of meter. Not going to be able to kill off this interaction. Well, actually, he's building quite a lot of meter. But either way, you're going to get one more chance at Oki. Good spark by Jake. Keep out himself out of the corner, and the cross-up is huge.
6M, great blocks. Vanish jail. Cross-up, and we saw Miniko trying to possibly anti-air that, but it's way too late. Beautiful re-jump there from Jake Ryan. He's going to optimize this combo as hard as he can. Kicks into the tag in. It is Labcoat time. She drops it to reset. And he's going to get the kill off of this.
Yeah, that damage scaling resetting is going to be huge here. And without even really burning much meter, just can go into the level 1 and it will just work. That's a really fortunate situation for Jake Ryan to be in.
That works out. Miniko didn't realize that his combo drops.
Already starting back off, trying to play this neutral. I like the beam into the Vanish. This is a good first start for Miniko to try and keep this one going with 5 bars of meter. Krillin Destructo
give me that Softimals, baby. Rock Oki, the reflect gonna work. Vegito egg brings him down to the ground, and there it is, the assist to cover the throw. You're thinking and tightening up that block because you know that landing hammer is coming. You're about to hold plus 40. Nah, I got thrown before it even hit me. Yeah. Here's the knockdown. Jake in control. Has to close this one out, though. Krillin is still a terrifying anchor.
Yes. Keeping same side is a great situation to be because now you can guess. Goes for the overhead. A good start. A good vanish by Miniko. Finding ways out of the corner and just trying to control with this beam. But, hey, Jake Ryan's got a pretty solid beam of his own on this Labcoat, so let's see what happens here. Now you got the block pressure. Good reflect to get out and calling the assist.
The pickup, a veteran of playing with his Vegito A assist. Jake Ryan not looking like he's one to drop that pickup. It's going to be extension here. DR is going to cross that 3-bar threshold. Both of these players now have given each other a L without taking the other one's characters. Miniko did it first. Jake Ryan is taking it back. And if the story of Dragon Ball FighterZ continues on like I know it is, we are in for one hell of a game 3.
Absolutely. And this has been a great set so far. Exactly what you're saying. Both games, both of them clearing each other out without losing a single of their own characters. So this game, now that they've gotten them as much information as possible, hopefully they should get something going. Jake Ryan starting off the pressure early with a good assist call to get him started, but the Krillin rocks!
Coming to the rescue. We saw Jake Ryan pause the stagger, looking for the reversal. Miniko didn't do it. We're playing RPS now. The sparking gets baited. That 2M could have been the end of Roshi. There it is. Finally busts out.
Nice call out. He's been holding that one in, and it's so sensible to hold it until this last game. He's going to burn pretty much all of this sparking timer, and that's a rough position to be.
But a massive drop. Vegito A takes control of the ground. Krillin Rocks is going to stem me the approach. Jake now has to find a way in. Miniko with a guard cancel. Plus frames.
Able to block.
Yeah, but you see Jake respecting the armor from Demon Elbow there, using Vegito A assist. Good block on the cross-up. Oh, but we wiggle it.
Yep. Snags him. Gets a good amount of confirms here, and he's going to go ahead and go into the Vegito.
Yep, get the blue light from Vegeta back.
Trying to float in. Yeah, Miniko just does not want to hold. He needs to try and get a character because this first character kill is going to be so impactful for the rest of the game. And using the sparking, trying to go for a reset, but great jump out by Jake into the 2-8.
Massive 2-8, and it's a happy birthday as well. He's going to just go into the final Kamehameha. He's not trying to make this fancier than it needs to be.
Just burn as much damage on that assist as possible.
Vanish.
Oh, into the
sword
special.
I love it, calling out the kickflip wake-up option. Roshi cannot anti-air that beam projectile move. Jake is going to be able to get a full combo extension here as well. Does Roshi die? Jake says he does.
Oh, burning it. Yeah, looks like it will clear. And Jake Ryan taking the first character, a very important first to get. With no sparking online, you want as much of those assists as possible to keep the pressure going. And right now, you're going to see exactly why this pressure is so important with these assists. Going to be able to call a second one to keep this pressure safe. Great reflect.
Oh, and he catches him wiggling. That's the thing about Vegito. Yes, there's not really much mix-up once you're cornered against him, but the thing is, he's extending his win time because he has you locked down in the corner. You're already at disadvantage. You have to get out so that you can start swinging the game back into your favor. Jake Ryan going to be setting up for the corner steal. It's a blue B combo as well. And yeah, Miniko knew. Miniko absolutely knew. Tries to backdash. Jake Ryan matches out 5L, chasing it down.
Yeah, that was a stride backdash right
you
there.
saw it. The camera saw it too. He's like, he's going to T-pose. He's going to T-pose. The villain is coming out. The heel is pressing down on the face of Miniko.
7 bars of meter on Krillin. If he can get a hit, it's going to do a ton of damage, but Jake is on the verge of closing it out, finding a great first hit. Gonna be just a light, not gonna do the most damage in the world, but it will be still super, super solid. Bring him all the way up and back down in this corner. You gotta guess one more time.
6, heavy.
go.
The nod of the head. Drake Ryan looking at the resources on the bar.
No.
He just needs to complete the combo. We've seen so many drops today. Jake Ryan.
Not going to be the one to drop this. Burning
Ultra.
right into the level 3. Closing it out, Jake
And he
Ryan.
fist bumps. Let's go. He qualifies for top 8. He's got to commentate it. But he's got to play in it. He's done it again, ladies and gentlemen. And Katie, you may have sent your sleeper agents over to us, but California girls are rocking it out right now in their Daisy Dukes bikini bottom tops. Jake Ryan chilling. Now we just have to wait to see if the other California representative of today's bracket is going to be able to pull up.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, Reynald certainly, he's got a very strong chance to make it in here without any sort of doubt. And speaking of Reynald, you're about to see him against another one of Katie, Texas's very own. We're going to have Reynald versus Big Guy on the screen. Massive guy showing off with that win earlier. Let's see if he can make a win here. Not going to be an easy one, though. Certainly
Never
not.
so. We did see Reynolds, get caught off guard in his earlier set. In game 1, but he was able to stabilize with the Krillin UI Goku shell and be able to pull it all the way back in. But a lot of that was Will dropping important combos, and we saw similar tendencies in Big Guy's game. So I can't help but feel like we're going back to a familiar chorus.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like,
we'll see.
It was a very scrambly game against. He played against King Lord Beerus, and that sort of scramble is not going to favor you super well against someone like Reynald, who he's played in a lot of very scrambly games and has played in a lot of scrambly situations.
One of the two things happens. Either you are scrambled within the scramble itself, or you were born in it, molded by it.
Yes.
By the time I learned neutral, I was already a man.
I grew up playing KOF, just slinging buttons all day, every day. And Dragon Ball FighterZ is certainly going to be a game that's benefited his style. He's played for a long, long time. He's been very successful in FighterZ, and he's looking for the dub this year. And he's not going to let Jake hold him back if he gets there.
Exactly. And that's going to be like the sort of the big question mark, right? Is what happens when Jake runs into his training partner? What happens when Reynald runs into his training partner, right? Jake Ryan will tell you that, like, yo, I've been beating Reynald. I know Reynald. I'm very familiar to his play style, right? Because Reynald's infamous for how he likes to route his combos for resets, for catching you unawares, getting bigger hits. It's a very Reynald thing of them to do. So we haven't really seen the opportunity for it earlier. He kind of played very clean in a lot of those situations. I can't think of any. There might have been one. My memory is already scrambled as it is. That'd be what Dragon Ball do. That'd be what Dragon Ball do.
It's a game that goes so fast and has so much wacky stuff going on here that, it can lose track a little bit. And right now, they're going ahead and getting the button set up, making sure everything works pretty well. Important to do the button check. You want to make sure you get everything done.
I like how they both go one at a time. What is this, the multiverses HUD? Come on. You can go at the same time.
Exactly. The game gives you the functionality, fellas.
I'm flaming. I'm way too flaming.
But still a good game already. I mean, we've seen some really, really solid matches. I'm a little unfortunate that I haven't seen many of my Texas homies succeed. Phil Raven, I wanted to see him win.
There's a lot of y'alls. You got to be killing each other down there now.
I know. Unfortunately, you get the team kills from DFW, from all these other regions.
They're even doing their button checks individually. They're like, okay, you're done with yours, okay, my turn.
Yeah, let me see. Can I dash? Yes, I can. All right.
Very respectful.
T-charge. No, this really is the legendary Predator button checks, isn't it?
It's getting there. 40 seconds in. I mean, it's a legendary button check, but, like, nothing's happening.
Oh, yeah. They're not really. Yeah. I haven't seen any of them test their sparking.
It's like meticulous.
Yeah.
It's very meticulous. Reynald tested spark. This is gone. Big Guy, though, he's like, I'll save it for the game, man. If I don't burn in a button check, do I get 2 sparking in game 1?
Yeah. Maybe if I don't show him my tendencies, if I don't spark it in the button check,
you're like, oh, he's not going to do it.
Exactly.
He's like, maybe he doesn't know.
He won't see it coming. All right. We're going to be able to start into this. And I like both their teams. They've both been showing off. Let's see if Big Guy can clean up the scrambliness, the drop combos, and put himself into a better position. Because that game, he won, but it didn't look the cleanest.
No. And that's sort of been the thing, right? Like, when we've seen, like, Miniko and Jake Ryan and Phil Raven play, their wins were clean.
Yeah.
That was, like, mark of, like, yo, these are some incredibly strong players.
Yes.
Now we have to see, and again, when Reynald won as well, very clean performance there. So it makes you wonder how this one's going to pan out. Excuse me, I'm adding L's because we're about to witness someone hold it here.
No, unfortunately, that is the name of the game in Dragon Ball FighterZ. One person is going to have to go home, and the other one is going to be able to keep moving forward. And we're going to see how this one goes. Good tech on the Dragon Rush to start it out, and already Reynald finding the pressure. Going to be able to set up.
Coming up, showing up good. And again, this is still the winner side of the bracket, my friend. So going home is going down the loser side where some of us belong. The DR was too soon. Reynald tried it too well punished, but here we go. Big guy be scrambling. And UI Goku, the C assist comes through. We saw this again when Reynald played against Will, where there was just things he wasn't ready for. It's like, this isn't clean Dragon Ball. What's happening? But Reynald is also a player who's not fazed by getting hit. Good reflect, good block.
Yeah, holding this block string, doing a great job with it. Reynald not falling for it, but finally getting opened up by Big Guy, able to take out this first character into a pretty good position here. Yeah, just part in the level 1, no need to think too hard about it.
Yo, man, I love this chorus. I want to just sing it again. Reynald losing hit, some scrambliness happening, but is it time for UI Goku?
Ooh, big gut punch.
Hey, make him pay, Goku. Sean Shamil, let me hear your best Kamehameha roar, please.
Exactly. Put him down, and this is going to be a lot of damage. Not going to kill, but Reynald certainly has the ability to set up for Oki and gets him with the low. Big Guy not blocking that unfortunate situation.
The stagger pressure, the frame traps happening right there made Big Guy think an overhead was coming, just flicked up. One reflect, two reflect.
Not able to get the third, unfortunately. And now you got this Bardock putting him in the corner, and you get Bardock mix trying to set up great reflect, but
the
gets
5M catches. We got some Bardock corner routing. It's not going to be any loops, but with the level 2 into the level 3.
Oh, drop it.
Second burst, same as the first, but it's fine. Big Guy. Unlike Will, he's able to still get the kill, closing out in the following scramble situation, but this is Reynald's Krillin. He plays a lot of characters. Krillin is his go-to, but yo, he's about to feel what it's like to go up against a Saiyan.
Exactly. That drop could have been incredibly consequential, but luckily it didn't work out in that manner. Big Guy able to clear that character, and now he's going to do a lot of damage to this Krillin. He's going to be able to get the Oki set up. Just straight go for the low. Good spark by Reynald. This level 3 sparking is going to do a lot of damage. Reflects it.
Waits out the UIC assist. Now it's solo Bardock. He empty vanishes. Oh, this is massive medium starter.
Yeah, that reflect whiffing with the extra sparking damage. He's going to be able to do an absolute ton here. Setting him back down and pick him back up, trying to go for the Oki and catches him. Great call out on the sparking. And now Big Guy only has the level 2 sparking going into this. He tried to get the defensive option and it wasn't able to connect. This is a great situation for Reynald.
Oh, that was super scary. He's able to get the whip punish. That's the thing with UI Goku 5L. Yes, it's got great vertical range. Yes, it vacuums, but that is not reflect proof. Reynald gets another medium starter here. Reynald baited Spark before. Bait the UI wake up. He doesn't. He doesn't. No. He doesn't. He goes for the cross-up mix. Was not able to recover from 2 M in time to block or even anti-air.
Sparking timer about to run out, but he does get a little bit of the damage going into this one.
Oh, no! Not there! Not there! He did not get the slide knockdown he needed to combo into level 3.
You see Reynald's face? He's like, wow, that shouldn't have worked out like that. That's real. Even he knows, dang, that was kind of a really fortunate situation for me, but he's going to have to clean it up this game. Nice double reflect and getting the gut punch with the hit to start it off.
Drops his combo, reflects out, not opting for the 4-frame anti-air 2H.
Yeah.
Oh, he tried to do something very cheeky there. It might have been command throw, but Big Guy is not a guy who's afraid when Reynald comes at him. Oh, my brain.
Not quite sure what was going on there, but Big Guy at least being able to set up the pressure. Nice reflect by Reynald, trying to super dash back in. Calls the assist, gets the 2L.
Oh, I like that delay tech from Big Guy. He's like, listen, I'm not playing these hit reset games.
Yeah,
No reset kaiba, as Jake Ryan might say. Shout outs to you.
Setting up the beams. Hit's going to have a little bit. Oh, nice
Reynald
counter.
knew that Big Guy was the kind of guy that's going to press a 7-frame normal when he's -2.
Yeah.
And so he just said, hit me. Go ahead.
Go ahead. And the rocks. Yeah, the little bounce off his forehead. That's keeping him in this pressure, and you're going to be able to clear it out with the level 1+1. Taking it down. Reynald with a very fortunate assist call to close out this first character.
Oh, I get it. He's in like his Ultra Instinct form, so he's going to dodge this rock easy.
Good damage, putting him all the way. Nice tech out. And good reflect by Big Guy. Going to rocks, just trying to get his own game started, and he gets a clip, but not able to follow it up with the super dash.
Vanish on vanish. Reynald with the reactions. Catching Big Guy wiggling. You're negative, my friend. It's time for you to hold down and back.
Putting him all the way back over in the corner and just going to continue this combo for a little bit. Hard knockdown, and he gets just the standing meaty. Nice job. This is a good place to be, and you're going to get a lot of damage here. Not quite optimal scaling on it, but you're going to still do a lot, and Hopefully he should be able to clear out this character here, but drops it!
And he gets caught by the low as well. Expecting Krillin Rocks to be there to hold it down for the underground, but Big Guy can't complete these combos. Dragon Rush.
Yeah.
Thank you. Super. Don't drop the input.
Yeah, should be easy. Okay. I thought he did for a second. That he was a little bit too high for my comfort.
I was like, yo, that's not a beam. You can aim it down. Please aim it down. You didn't even need to. Even character count so far.
Yeah.
And again, like we mentioned
rocks.
before.
Oh,
like,
the rocks.
Stats. Kamoa.
Bing, 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 bing. Hit one of the coolest characters out there. Those rocks cover so much space, and he was able to just get the little check. Yeah, has to spark out. Big Guy wants to try and keep this turn. The triple overhead.
Reynald not respecting the sparking property. Vegito's turn was there. You can't anti-air it. You can't counter it.
And this sparking damage will...
But no, combo finish!
Tried to reset him, I guess, but it didn't quite work out. At least he keeps the corner. He's going to get this pressure again.
You can't Reynald.
Yeah,
All I'm saying.
Reynald, good guard cancel to try and stay out. And now he's got this Krillin in. Krillin catches the Vegito. This is going to be a dead Vegito.
Hit stun on Key Blast, letting Reynald link.
Oh, what is going on here?
Big Guy is an infectious personality with infectious droptimals, and Reynald can't help but fall for it too, I guess. It just seems to be like we have this pool, Jake Ryan in pool, I think it's A2, or E2, excuse me, where there's a lot of clean play happening, but in this other pool, man, this is how I like my eggs.
Yeah. I mean, great guard cancel by Reynald. Just needed to get one more touch, so wasn't going to overcommit. And unfortunately got caught with the jumping special. And Reynald getting this round here, looking good. All he has to do is not drop it, which 1 plus 1. 1 plus 3, you're right. Yeah, set it up. Yeah, it's over.
That is it. Reynald 2-0s. But he wins, but that's the thing. Like, Reynald is certainly a strong caliber of player.
Yes.
He's a guy that we know. But he's having these games with players who we're noticing flaws.
Yeah.
We're noticing drops. We're noticing crucial mistakes that are costing them potentially game-winning scenarios. And Reynald is not having clean sets against them. Now, I feel like Reynald is that kind of player that does play to his opponent.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, like you kind of play that opponent's strength, like, oh, I don't have to step up that extra level.
Exactly,
I can tussle down here with you.
Yeah.
But still, it just makes you, wonder.
It gets you a little bit worse. And Jake Ryan on the opposite side, super clean. Great execution. I mean, he was playing really, really well, and he's made his way into top 8, setting up a potential clash where Jake Ryan could potentially come out on top. And I know he wants that gold pretty bad, as you were saying.
He wants that trophy. He wants to be the one to not just be the commentator, but be the champion of Texas Showdown. And no Texas player has been able to stop him yet. We have to see if his training buddy has to be the one to potentially do it. But that's all going to be answered way later in the day, my friends. We got some other players that we have to be showcasing in the next wave of pools. That is the end of Cicada and I's block for Dragon Ball FighterZ. Thank you all so much for tuning in today. Super happy to be able to commentate and showcase Texas Showdown this year once again.
Yes.
Thank you all for having me. I'm CD Mangaka.
And I'm Cicada. It's been an absolute pleasure. Do not click away. You're going to want to see this.